Hello again, everybody. If you want amazing discounts and bonuses on MLB The Show 26 stubs, check out MMOEXP. It's a fantastic and trustable MLB 26 stub site. Use my code DYF for 7% off at MMOEXP.com/influencer/Donyell. Bentley, how are you, buddy? Welcome into the stream. It's great to be back, and it's great to be sponsored by MMOEXP. Here we go, back to the ball yard. We're going to finish up this event and then maybe take on DeGrom. Maybe we'll play ranked instead. Kind of up to you guys. What's happening, tight spot? Troll, Matt, Nate, what's up, guys? Welcome in. Please be sure to follow, share, and like the triad of the algorithm there. Got a question of the day for you guys. Does Pete Rose belong in the Hall of Fame? Yes or no on Pete Rose? Windsor, what's up, buddy? Great to see you there, Windsor. Oh, MMOEXP. There's the player too. So be sure to check them out. It's code DYF at MMOEXP. And I forgot to play my cool overlay graphic. So now we got it in for you guys. What's up, Mr. Murdercap? Thanks for being a 3-year mod. Juju and Snipes, how are you guys? Zach Attack, welcome in. Josh, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Donnie Mario impression. Let's go. Let's see. Rollins, welcome to the stream. How are you? Timer off today. No, I forgot to turn it on. Oh, that's smart. I set it up for 10 minutes. It's going to be a short stream today, Windsor. No, let me reset. Here we go. 100 minutes. How about that? Josh said for me to do my Mario impression, so I don't know. I tried. Chris Pratt or whatever his name is, better watch out. Rollins, it's his Friday at work. Oh, nice, Rollins. What are you going to do on your days off? Don't get fired on your days off, Rollins, like the Friday movie. Yeah, trying with a little bundt cheese, and somehow Buckles didn't killed it. That's nuts. Yeah, it's me, Donnie O. All right, I'm gonna take a picture too because I got to shout out these legends around here. We got Zach Attack coming in. I don't think Mr. Murdercap ever made himself a command. But yeah, Mr. Murdercap's in the house as well. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Where are you from? It's got you on the translate there, but I can't make out your name. I'm wearing the Japan Shohei jersey today. Hey, Henny, we missed you, buddy. What's going on? Baseball today for little DonyellFreaks. You guys got a game tonight, or are you off today? Spending time with the family, grind MLB. Windsor says it's me, Freaky. I like that one too. I tried to send the runners and they didn't go. New catcher's gear coming in today for Landon. Hey, Landon, that's awesome, dude. What gear did you get? Secret, thanks for following Secret. Playoffs for 13s. That one's way inside. Oh, AP was there with the clutch clip. Thanks, AP. Might be a TikTok tomorrow. Oh, how did I hit that? I should have let that go. The timer's the engagement timer, Gavin. It goes up the more you guys follow, share, like, all that good stuff. Is that the top brand, Landon? I don't know much about catcher equipment. I'm sorry, I'm behind on the shout-outs. I'll get you guys caught up. This guy's quick pitching me here. I think they're all doing pretty well. You know, they're hitting with confidence, and they feel their positions okay. You know, when the ball comes their way, occasionally they get a little too excited and stab at it and don't get their feet in front and block it, you know, and that sort of thing. But it's probably age appropriate at that age. Looking forward to the junior giant season that we have following up to, because there's only 3 games left, including tonight for the town parks and rec. So I'm glad that they have another season, because they're just at that stage where it's like, okay, now they're getting a little better as the years progressed and they got the rust off, and then it's going to wrap up. HTX Vasquez, thanks for following, HTX. Are you a Houston Astro fan? All right, hope you guys are following Henny and AP and Mr. Murdercap, Zach Attack, Tight Spot, all the streamers. And I got to shout out my buddy Josh here, and I will momentarily. This one's hit pretty well by Conforno. I'm not really that worried about the wins, but I guess win as much as we can. We just need the PXP to finish us up. Hey, what's up? Excuse me, sir. How's your day been? If you guys get a chance, please check out seriousfun.org. They're providing children with serious illnesses a spectacular camp experience in a high-quality medical care environment. It's all super safe and supportive, so check out seriousfun.org. That was not even close to being good on the PCI. He's let his pitcher confidence go down, and we're in cores thanks to my opponent, so we're racking up the runs right now. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, we're having a good day. Got a new sponsor. It's pinned to my chats. I can't pin it on TikTok there, but it's MMOEXP, and they sponsored a guy that I've known for a long time. So they got a hold of me. I was like, yeah, let's rock. So should be on here. My contract says I need to do 20 MLB streams in the month of June and 20 in the month of July. So we'll definitely be on for 20 streams. No 3-4 day excuses coming up. At least I don't anticipate it. I did the one yesterday. I looked for the one today. It wasn't there yet. Yes, by Newman's Own. Great quality food. I didn't realize they had dog treats for Newman's Own. I should get some for Clifford. PK Hernandez hits it well. I think we'll get it. Yeah, we'll get back there. Hey, Windsor, thanks for the Go Popular. It's Caden. Thank you for following. TikTok, you guys control the timer. And if we do a pack opening, so please follow, share, and like. You're key to the stream if you're in TikTok. I will. I'll DM it to you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here. Got to go for the game for excuse me, sir. What game are you going to? Excuse me, sir. Right, we got weak contact from the Iron Horse, and we'll grab that one. Here's Salvador Perez. Got the pencil bat. And the old pirouette behind the back catch, super natural, super cool. We'll grab that one. All right, Josh, you got a DM. We'll get the old perfect with Willie McGee. Cirque du Soleil glove work. Well, that's super nice of you, Josh. I don't know if they have like big treats or little treats or anything, but Clifford's small. He's probably 13 to 15 pounds, so he'll be happy to have anything new. He loves bacon strips quite a bit. So he's going to be like, hey, what did I do to be a good boy and get something different for a change? Raul Ibanez gets us a triple, and we're racking up the PXP. They're soft, meaty treats. He can easily rip them. Oh, that's awesome. He's going to love it. Knocked one foul, and here comes Aaron Bummer to the bump. A's had a nice come from behind victory yesterday over the Cubbies. No disrespect to any Cubs fans listening, but that had me pretty hyped up. Colby Thomas hit one completely out of Wrigley Field on the Waveland yesterday. Did I get AP shouted out? I meant to. AP does a wonderful job making a lot of the custom ballparks that you love. Be sure to check those out and check him out on his socials. Calvin, Cockroach, Mason, Landon. Who else is here? Adam, welcome in, guys. That should be enough to bring home the runner, even with a slow runner at third. Close, though. All right, so we're up 6, and Garrick's still supercharged. I wonder how long the Garrick supercharge lasts. You know, it's pretty easy to find that information out, too, but can't rely on me to be too on top of this game. We got RBM just came in and followed. RBM, does Pete Rose belong in the Hall of Fame? Yes or no? 1 day left, says Gavin. All right, we got to make the Iron Horse count. And there we go. Down we go. All right, Mr. Murder Cat. What was he last playing? MLB The Show 24? Has it been that long since he streamed? Gotta get you firing it back up, dude. 24 wasn't even a particularly fun year in my estimation. We'll get there, but he's going to get to second easily with Jock Peterson. Later today, I'll be streaming Ohio Valley Wrestling, and what else do we have? We have AWA Wiffle Ball. So I got the sports doubleheader coming up with CSN a bit later. Got the account back. Boski Bo is back where he belongs on his main. No longer half Seahawk, half Bills fan. It's like, I can't read this name out. I'm going to get in trouble on TikTok. Well, Boski, I'm glad you got it back. Have you been getting to do any gaming, or you just been busy with real life, Boski? I know you weren't enjoying the show a whole lot last time we had talked about it. Oh, what a nice out from the catcher. All right, we'll take it. He's spinning and winning for that one. Yesterday I had perfect foul ball down the line here in Coors, and that was quite amazing. I don't know when my Randy Johnson hit P5. I don't think it gave me the notification. Probably have a little upgrade I can pop in on Randy. Here's Josh Bell. And he'll roll it through for a ribby. You're back on the show. You won 13 straight before getting Mercy Ruled last game. Probably ran into a top 50 type player, Boski. Or you ran into somebody that was using the cheating method stuff if you got mercied. I don't think they've said anything about addressing that either. The cheats that people were using with the capture cards. He hit 8 home runs in the first inning. Oh no, yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, either you played a comp level player, or yeah, you played somebody that was cheating. They can't fix it, says Zach. I think that's the issue, right? That's why they don't talk about King and Hater. There's something coded in the game they can't fix without breaking everything else. Thanks for following. What's up, Nats fan? Who's your favorite baseball team? This guy's been pitching pretty well with Bummer. Something about his arm angle, I'm not picking it up great. We'll roll over to second base, and Matt Carpenter coming up here, lefty. But he's a Braves fan. Boy, all the Braves fans are around now. Except for Boski. He's always here. They can fix a sub glitch, get glitches quickly. Yes. They'll get all the team on there if they need to. I like the Athletics. And, you know, if they stop the use of the capture cards, it's going to hurt all their influencers. Which, you know, the game shouldn't be based on influencers. It should be based on the community. But if you don't have streams and you don't have videos going up, then what do you do? Like, that hurts them long term as well. Kind of crazy that capture cards ended up being a big thing with the cheats. I wonder if that's the case on other games too. I assume it is, but I didn't know that was the case until this whole thing happened. Let's see. Owen, Buck, Abel, Brando, Jose, everybody welcome in. Joseph, good to have you guys scrolling across, and I hope you come on in and chat. Yeah, I mean, the company, Sony's worth billions. I don't know how much San Diego Studios is worth if they were to sell it off. Probably not that much, but they've probably made a lot of money in microtransactions over the last, 5-6 years, whenever it's became more and more prevalent throughout the sports gaming world. We got a nice swing from Nolan Arenado, and he'll have a double. Yeah, they did, right? They said that PCI shrink on the pitches away wasn't going to be a thing, and they fixed it, and blah, 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 and that wasn't the case. That new Streets basketball game is dropping soon, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be. I think I'm supposed to be in line to get a creator code for it. I might hop on it for a day or so, Boski, when it comes out. All right, Tyler O'Neill a bit jammed up. We're up big in this event game. I think it's Zay has came in here. He's got the triple Z's like he's sleeping, and then he's got the A. Zay, who's your favorite baseball team? Thanks for following, Zay. More followers, longer stream, and we may open packs if we get 100 followers. So tell your friends to come in. I think so. I mean, it's been my plan, Boski, on the Grand Theft Auto release. I don't know that I'll stay on the game long. It might be a game that I play for a week or two, but it feels like a huge moment in gaming. There's so much anticipation around it that I don't want to not enjoy it with you guys. I doubt I'll get a lot of growth off of it because it's kind of varying away from my normal genre. But yeah, we can mess around for a bit. Have to imagine those streams that pop off. Yeah, they may do really well. Zay's probably a Dodger fan. Doesn't follow baseball that closely though. That's okay, Zay. All right, AP says it's going to help me be a griever in the lobbies on GTA. What's up, Idaho Mike? How are you doing, Mike? All right, we got a vintage pack. Here's what you guys are tapping and following for if you're in TikTok. We got 20 standards because there's a bundle. Fallen is a habit, vintage, and deluxe. Is there? Oh, Josh, thank you, man. You didn't have to do all that, but I appreciate you offering, and yeah, Clifford will love it, and I'll love it. We'll be sure to film ourselves getting into the snacks, Josh, when they're here, and send that over your way. Thank you very much. Do you know what city the Thundering Herd are from? I don't know, Chaz. I know you're setting me up for some nonsense, though. I know I can't give Ches a serious answer, so I don't know, Ches. Go ahead and give me the punchline. All right, back to event. Here we go. We're playing event for that sellable, apparently, rewind player. So I'll go grab Michael King and put another one of those into the community. The Marshall Thundering Herd. Yeah, no, I knew that's what it was, but I thought you had a punchline. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you were setting up the jerseys thing. Okay. Leland, welcome in. How are you, Leland? Thanks for following. All right. How's a good time? Because I promised him I would mention this a few times a stream while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to play it. MMOEXP. If you want amazing discounts and bonuses on MLB The Show 26 stubs, MMOEXP is a fantastic, trustable MLB 26 stub site. Use my code DYF for 7% off. It's MMOEXP.com/influencer/Donyell. Right, we're still looking for a game, and I'm afraid MLB The Show doesn't have as many players on as it should right now. I wonder why. I wonder if something happened this weekend that drove some folks away. But hopefully they come back here this summer. Come on, MLB, get it together. Where's all the players? I had to let this match window go for 5 days. We'll throw Annabelle Sanchez because why not? Let's see, Rollins, Alex. What is it? Shush, Skip. Everybody, welcome in. Nobody's really taken the bait on the question of the day. But the question of the day: do you think Pete Rose belongs in the Hall of Fame? Sailor, thanks for following. It's Sailor23. Sailor, you got a couple baseballs in the display name. Who's your favorite baseball team, Sailor? Oh, we got Sailor and then Taylor. That's not a tongue twister. Taylor, welcome in. Who's your favorite team? I think if we're basing it purely on the field, you have to put Pete Rose in. If it's the Hall of Fame of human beings, Pete Rose doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame for human beings. Not just because of what he got suspended for. Sailor's a Reds fan. Taylor's a Brewer fan. We got two NL Central buddies in. Who's your favorite Red and favorite Brewer player of all time, fellas? Nats fans also voting for Pete to go in. Brody, the Braves fan. Jesus, thanks for following. How's your day been, Jesus? Oh, I agree. Manfred, Seelig, they're both terrible commissioners. Of course, Manfred's Seelig's protege, and yeah, those guys have been really bad for the game. All-time hits leader. Yep, he is. Let's see. You love Pete and Griffey for Sailor. Tough to beat those guys. Those are Reds royalty. Chilling at work for Jesus. What type of work do you do, Jesus? That one's hit pretty well, but it's directly at the left fielder. I forget who I have out there. I think it's Conforno. I'm playing the event for anybody tuning in. After this event is done, we'll probably shift gears to that DeGrom Showdown, and I'll embarrass myself in front of you guys at least once. You do ship repair? Dude, that sounds really interesting. Marshall, welcome in. How's it going, Marshall? Now, do you do just a specialty type of ship, or do you guys service everything? From like bass boats to cruise ships. Let's see, Peyton, welcome in. Thanks for following, Peyton. Those of you that just followed, we'd love to hear your favorite baseball team or your favorite player, whatever's fun. Naval vessels. Oh, nice. So is it like a government type job or military job where you're working for the Navy? Let's see, Nats fan. He has Pete Rose on Perfect Team and Out of the Park 27. Who's on the mound? Annabelle Sanchez. So you are for the military. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Hopefully you do it as long as it's fun for you and your body's holding up, and then you have a nice retirement plan and all that, considering it's military. Jesus is a Padres fan. Boy, Padres look good. A's went in there, and Padres look like they were ready to kick butt and take names. Hey, what's up, Seahawks Super Bowl champs? How are you, friend? Thanks for the message and for pinning the message. If you do, Peyton is our latest follower, now secret account followed. If we get the follow train going, we do a big pack opening at the conclusion of stream. We're aiming for 100 followers. Nats fan is in the other chat. I have 3 chats going, Jesus. Zane, welcome into the red chat, by the way. He wants to know what military base you're on, if we can ask. He may not be able to disclose or something, so we'll see if we find out. I don't want to be too creepy, Nats fan. Ben Sheets and Willie Adamas are the favorites for Taylor. I remember Ben Sheets being on that A's staff his last season. I want to say it was 2012, and Sheets is really good at the end and supposedly helped a lot of the young pitchers that the A's had back in those days. Thanks for the Heart Me Flex, Seahawks Super Bowl champs. I never saw that one before. Very kind gift of you. Add some time to our timer. I got a flex on them for Seahawks Super Bowl champs. 2 tickets to the Donnie show here. Lou Gehrig down the line. I didn't advance a runner because I was being a clown. Yvonne, welcome in. Thanks for following. Naval Base Coronado. There we go, Nats fan. Now Nats fan knows. Inquiring minds wanted to know. North Island. Ivan, thanks for following. Ivan, who do you root for as a baseball fan? If I recall correctly, Nats fan's dad works for the Pentagon, so he probably has quite a bit of knowledge of everything military. Definitely more than I do. Ivan's a Dodgers fan. All right, so we're just talking about the Padres, Ivan. Do you think the Padres are a threat to your Dodgers and the National League West? Seahawks Super Bowl champs, thanks for the traditional Heart Me as well.
Nope, that's
in. Ooh, super jammed up. Hoping the Brewers go all in on Skubal at the deadline. Can you imagine Miz, Trick, Harrison, and Woodruff? Yes, that'd be one of the better staffs around. That Mariner staff's pretty good. I think that Brewer staff, hypothetically, would be better with all those frontline guys. I would be really hesitant to have my kids go into the military just because you're at the whim of whoever's in charge at that moment. And a lot of the military conflicts throughout my lifetime seemingly have been motivated by stockholders and you know, friends on boards for different companies. You know, if you get taken out of this life, there's no reboot button on it. So I appreciate everybody that does serve and you know, has the mindset to go in and realizes the risk and the gravity of it. But I don't know that we're always necessarily getting in conflicts that are necessary, at least from what I've seen in my 46 years. So yeah, I wouldn't try to push them towards it, Nats fan, by any means. Does Nats know that Josh lives in Smyrna, Georgia. Hopefully I said that right. Don't tell him. Now he knows where Josh is at. Is that going to fall? How did that thing drop in there? That was in the air for days. All right, so we get some free runs. I don't really feel like I deserved it. It's a triple for Matt Carpenter. By the time our kids are grown, don't think there'll be human combat. Yeah, the drones are getting where a lot of the combat's being operated that way now. Kind of crazy. Would have been hard to comprehend if you could go back 30 years and tell us as kids, you know, how things are going to operate in the future. And of course, I know you're probably not just referring to drones because like there's all the computer guided missiles and stuff. The technologies came so far from like, you know, World War I or something way back when. All right, 3-zip after the first inning. Here we go. Question of the day is, does Pete Rose belong in the Hall of Fame? For anybody that wants to weigh in. A lot of the Purple Buddies have told me what they thought, but those of you that are scrolling TikTok or the red chat, be interesting. Yeah, exactly. Like they had drones, but it wasn't like they have drones now. Let's try to, well, I want to parallel these guys to P5, but Felix is not full bar, so we'll use Buckholz out of the pin. Mickey Mantle staring in. Commerce Comet. Somebody was saying Mickey Mantle would have been a very good football player, and apparently he had an offer from Oklahoma to play running back when he was in his teens. I think there was a Reddit thread on what baseball players would have been good at football. A lot of people had the joke answer of Bo Jackson. Hunter Egg, welcome in, Hunter. Who do you support as a baseball fan, Hunter? Yeah, he's off and running. I don't know if he got a good jump or not. He'll get the stolen base. The hook slide got me. Yeah, Deion Sanders, Brian Jordan. Those guys would have been decent. And just got a piece. Probably thought he was making a good take and then realized we clipped the zone. Here's Ted Simmons. Hey, what's up, Tone? How's your day going? What is it? It's GIF _22. Welcome in, GIF. Hey, do you guys ever go to search for a GIF file if you're posting on socials and that Ben Franklin dude shows up? I guess he reports a lot of the GIF files as not being copyright compliant, and then he makes his own version of it, and apparently that's why he's all over the place. I don't even know where the guy came from. I assume he's a YouTuber of some sort, but yeah, he shows up a lot whenever I'm searching for like a reaction. Corey Metcalf, welcome in. I know that's kind of out of nowhere, so nobody probably knows what I'm talking about. Ryan Fitz, what's up, Ryan? How's your day been? All right, Willie McGee, smooth liner, but Willie's out as we look for more insurance. Here's Raul Ibanez. Wonder what Raul's up to these days. Man, Russell Wilson was really good, and then his last 3-4 years, he probably hurt his case for the Hall of Fame. I wonder if being a talking head and if he can be likable on those CBS broadcasts will help his case some. You know, if people might forget the Broncos, Steelers, Giants run that he had to wrap it up. Ryan, my day's been great. Yeah, we're playing some event, trying to finish up the star path on this thing to get that rewind pack. And then after event's done, I was thinking to take a shot at the DeGrom Showdown. What you up to today, Ryan? Brendan, how are you doing, friend? Welcome back in. The vampire guy followed. You followed yesterday, right? Pretty sure you did. He's just trying to help the engagement. Also, guys, we love TikTok Shop. I was told if you type "we love TikTok Shop" in TikTok chat, it helps the algorithm a lot. So be sure to let them know we love TikTok Shop in that chat. Full count. Waiting on your dad to get home with a skid steer to level a pad for the pool. Oh, nice, Brendan. Are you going to be helping out with that project? Or are you just going to sit back and have a lemonade and watch your dad do the work? Oh, Brendan's going to help. Good. Luke Gary gives it a ride, but I don't think we got enough on there. Skid steers an expensive lawnmower. For some reason, I was thinking it was an attachment that goes on the back of a tractor that levels the ground, but I don't know what that's called. I remember we had one when I was growing up too, but I've forgotten over the years. Hey, what's up, Garrick? And Tornado Talk, welcome in, guys. Let's see. He currently has a truck from his work. It's his boss's old truck because your dad's truck decided to break down. Well, that's nice of your dad's boss to loan him a truck. Sounds like your dad must be a very valued employee, and the boss must have a lot of faith in him. I'm not letting you guys borrow my vehicles to go joyriding around in. Maybe the over 40 moderators can borrow them, though. They don't want to borrow my vehicles because they have nicer vehicles themselves. You know, if Josh or AP or somebody needs a loaner, I don't think AP's over 40, but the mature moderators, they can borrow what they like. All right, Marte's in here looking to do some damage. He got on top of it. Lou Gehrig's got it, and we're an out away from victory in this event. Here's Lou Gehrig. Buckles trying to get some more parallel progress before Weekend Classic this weekend. And Gehrig's on. We're going to go to another pitcher. Dad's been there almost 2 years at his profession. Terry Pendleton is up. Let's try Androlis Chapman. Androlis, he doesn't need to warm up the bacon grease. It stays hot at his house. Pendleton knocks it foul. We'll try to work inside a little bit here. Just clipped it. Go Donnie, go, says tight spot. And Pendleton with the keen eye doesn't chase. That one non-competitive. Was trying to throw a better ball than I did. And Terry, he'll get the bat to it, but he's a little late to the party. We'll get the victory here in event. We are cruising or bruising at the end of the event path. We need whatever the XP is for the rewind pack, and then I guess try to go get DeGrom. How is the DeGrom card? Is he worth acquiring, guys? Like, is DeGrom making your rotation? Those of you that have him, or no? All right, J-Roll, he is up to P4. Kike Hernandez, Carpenter, Banez, this guy's up to P2. Apparently we haven't finished it, or we would have saw the rewind pack. Let's take a quick gander and see where we're at. He's pretty good. Control could use some work. How do you like him on like Hall of Fame, Mason, if you play on Hall of Fame difficulty? Because that's where most of my games are at. I like playing on All-Star, but then I get to Hall of Fame and then I just kind of tread water usually. Old school event. We need... Ooh, we're close. All right, we need a little over 2,500 more player XP for this rewind pack. So probably a game or two. Well, so I have a decent event entry going, oddly enough. So maybe we'll get a live series diamond at the end of it. You got to get 8 wins, right, for the gold, and then 10 for the live series diamond, and they're capped at 87, so it's not going to be, you know, Shohei or anything, but yeah, why not? Stubs are stubs. Back to the old ballpark. Here we go. Definitely need to cut my hair. Maybe today. Let's see. Joey 69, Swick, Ryan Cortez, Matt, Jacob, Angus, Rick, welcome in. I hope all of you follow the stream. We got a Pokemon spawning in the purple chat. I have quite the Pokédex there. I hate to do it because it's such a long wait to find a game, but that felt delayed. We don't want to play a laggy game if we can help it. I still think Kiwi has a better Pokédex than I do, but on the spawnable decks, I'm at 94.89, so almost 95%. Rylan, welcome into the stream. Ooh, man, I don't even know what it would be. I'm trying to think of times that I've been drinking water. There was a. I've told this story before, so now I'm going to go on a long story to answer your question. But there was a series of Doritos that were called roulette Doritos, and they were sold exclusive. I want to say they're exclusively at Walmart. I think they were exclusive to Walmart. Um, Xbox had a promotion where you could get an Xbox One X when they did the half generation console last gen if you got enough of these Dorito points. Well, that particular bag had like multipliers in it. So I ended up getting an Xbox for like $70 and I had buku Doritos all over the place because there was like a rebate on them in the store when I purchased them. So I had Doritos all over, had all these bags, got the codes, got the points, got an elite controller, got some games as well. In addition to the console off of the points years ago. This is when I was like first starting the stream. But those the roulette one, the spicy Dorito that you would get out of a handful, like the regular ones would be like the normal nacho cheese. Those things were hot. And I would have some milk or something by, but they're too spicy for me. But I don't think they were particularly spicy. I think I just have kind of a mild palate, Josh. If I'm keeping it a buck. We're dashing Big Baby. Oh, nice! You getting some good fares today, Josh? Excuse me, Solo. TikTok buddies, I'm sorry. We're looking for a game. I don't mean to just be menu streaming. The match window is wide open and I can't find anything. Let me see if I can find these things. I don't know if that they even make them anymore. Oh, here we go. I found a. Well, apparently you can get it off Instacart. Well, here's just an image of it. That's going to look like a sus link there. But I guess they're still around. Oh yeah, Walmart still got them. All right, here's the Walmart product page. There we go. So those were the ones that were they're burning my mouth for sure. This game doesn't feel great, but I'm just gonna throw Robbie Ray because I don't want to sit here and make you guys look at nothing much longer. 130 stream watch streak. What a legend. Thanks, Solo Phil. That's a lot of streams in a row, especially when I miss 3 or 4 days and then I come back and I don't necessarily make a big deal that I'm going to be on or anything. Solo just locked in. Yo, Elvis Garcia, Sean, Odin, Gavin, everybody welcome in. I may have ate something hotter, as a kid or in my teens or something, Josh, but I was always a picky eater as far back as I can remember. So I don't think anybody ever gave me, the 100,000 Scoreville pepper or anything on my food that I can remember. But yeah, it's a great question for anybody that wants to answer it. What's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? How do you do the wheel spins on MLB The Show? All right, so it's a little bit complicated, Angry Toaster. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grip the wheel and then pull it down. But you don't want to like rip the wheel over from its display. No, I'm just playing, dude. It's available at the end of the XP path. You have to complete the XP path and then go around an extra, I think it's another 30,000 XP, and you get a wheel spin. The wheel spin is predetermined nonsense. It's just pixels on a screen, and it goes round and round, and it gives you whatever reward it's already determined it's going to give you. But, it seems fun while we're waiting for it to reveal. A random cockroach. No, there's a random, like, super spicy one, is what it is. So it was one of the versions of those. So yeah, I stocked up on them, gave them to the neighbors, gave them to my brother. They were too hot for Donnie. So it's not really a challenge. It's the experience path for the season. So right now we're in season 3. You have to go through the path. You get the boss at the end. Whoever the bosses are, you get a choice pack, and then after you've completed all of that stuff, then there's a will at the end. Is how that works. Toaster, there's a question about your username. Were you making toast when you made that TikTok username? Philo feels like in the name quite a bit. He's over in the purple chat. He can't stop talking about you. Let's try to run cheese this guy. Nah, he's on it. Dang it. All right. Was trying to clip farm clip, and yeah, the crop was not good on that attempted clipping. Oh well. I guess I should lock into this run for an 85 diamond. Josh, it's not a manlyless thing. Your wife can taste your food and she's gagging, says Josh. And oh, that's too hot. And I'm like, are you serious? Can't even tell that you spiced it. Could be a genetic thing, says Josh, with the you know, the spiciness on the foods. HD, or excuse me, HP the goat 88. HP, who's your favorite baseball team? Evan, welcome in. Who's your favorite team, Evan? Yeah, all the bacon grease is destroyed my taste buds. I can't handle the spicy. Evan's a Yankees fan. And then, you know, since we're talking about the subject, and it's a slight variation of this, but I've heard the people that end up with like peanut allergies, it's because they didn't eat peanuts and peanut butter when they were young. If you're exposed to it like under 5, you develop whatever it is that makes you not get allergies, is what I've read. So with all the little DonyellFreaks, when they were really little, we give them like a little taste of it per our pediatricians. They would say, you know, go ahead and give them a taste and, you know, see if they have any reaction to it. And yeah, none of them have any peanut allergies. So I think if you get exposed to peanuts while you're younger, then you develop whatever it is that doesn't cause the allergy later. And I know that can be like super deadly, unfortunately, for some folks. You know, somebody goes for the peanut butter and jelly sandwich next to you and you're having trouble breathing. It sounds terrible. AJ, welcome in. I'm sorry, Josh. It held up your message. That's what Josh said. Shoot, I better remove it because now it's going to sound like I was saying it. I guess I can't remove it. Everybody knows the context here. Automod held it, and I'm not calling myself anything bad. Gosh, that's not great. Okay, let's see. Josh, see what you did? Used to eat peanuts all the time when you're younger, and now you have a reaction. I wonder if you have to have them occasionally. Okay, so there we go. Only the moderators can see it. If I get in trouble, I know it was one of you guys. I'm sorry, John. I was trying to put your message through so everybody could read it. And now it sounds like I'm saying something sauce. All right, Willie McGee will get it, and we'll get on track here eventually. So Tanner used to eat peanuts all the time when he was younger. He's grown into an allergic reaction. So maybe what I've heard is not correct, Tanner. Maybe you're an exception to the rule or something too. We know you're an exceptional chatter, so we're glad you're here. Everything Don says is sus. Windsor doesn't believe me. I can understand your doubt, Windsor. I'll just try to be good and earn your trust here in time. Like Mike Vrabel talking to his wife. Heard you need more than one peanut at the same time, says Solo Phil. Buddy blazed the fastball down low, and I thought it was going to miss for a ball. Just got a piece to stay in the at-bat for Conforto. I ended up turning off background blur. Somebody said it makes the game lag more. I think it was Stocky was telling me that it's confirmed now. I think there's pros and cons to it. I like the background blur, especially for some batter's eyes that I dislike. But I think picking out the location is a little easier without the blur on. Rabel's favorite saying is, the pick is in. Carpenter smashed that deal. 111 off the bat. Didn't have the launch angle to carry out, though. Okay, so Carpenter's on. And we got the righty-righty showdown here. Just trying to look for the four seam, and it was over the top of the sinker. I went chasing. No other way to describe it. Let's see. Seon, welcome in. Thanks for following. Seon, give us the Seon lore. Who's your favorite baseball team? This one's hit pretty well. I think he's got room out there on the track. How long have I been playing for? Today I've been playing for 44 minutes and 50 seconds. per open broadcast software. Lifetime, I started playing MLB The Show on MLB 19, was my first year. Jackson, thanks for following. Lights should have flashed. I don't know why they glitched. Sorry about that, Jackson. I'll fix them here in a minute if they keep acting up. We're trying to hit 100 followers. If we do, we'll do a massive pack opening for your viewing enjoyment at the conclusion of the stream. Willie McGee is on his horse, and he's galloping for the fly ball out. Yeah, AutoMod gave it to you, and a lot of times I'll just grab it from AutoMod and paste it in so everybody can read it, because, like, oh, it's one of my moderators, it's fine. And then I realized the context was like, oh, yeah, that's probably not the way I should describe myself, even though I'm relaying the message from my friend. Jackson says we should one-on-one. Jackson, I have some sunflowers I planted in my backyard in the little garden spot next to the sidewalk. And they've been growing over the last month or so. I think I'd rather go out in the backyard and watch those grow than one-on-one you. Because you're probably super good at the game, and I don't feel like getting mercy ruled, Jackson. But if you really want to play with me, you could click on my profile. My link tree is there. You can join the Discord server so we can get you the co-op role. And Nolan, not on his horse. He was on his mule, and he will not grab that one. We got Callum and French Fry coming in. Oh, let's go. French fry. What's the best type of French fry? Best type and best retailer of French fries. You got to give us the French fry knowledge, buddy. We need it. I've been into the crinkle cuts of late. Like to season them with salt and pepper and a little bit of ketchup. Steak cut fries from French fry is his answer. Now, who's the best... Okay, there we go. The best chain. He's got McCain's is the best chain. We don't have McCain's out here on the West Coast. At least not in Central California. I've never been to a McCain's. Hey, it was a good throw. I think a perfect throw on the backhand side. Maybe we would have got the tag. Game's getting dangerous here. But he could get the lead, and then we'd be in our final turn at bat. We needed the out here. Jackson, you can click on my profile. My link tree is there. You can connect with me on all the socials. Definitely follow you guys back on Twitter and Instagram and all those. But yeah, the Discord is there, and just come on down. You might have to long hold the link and paste it into the browser, but it should let you in. Anthony, thank you for following. Anthony, who do you root for as a baseball fan? Lou Gehrig flashing the leather. He throws it to Raleigh. Threw it kind of hard at Raleigh. So Raleigh get it together, and we'll get the out. Oh, Truckin's there. What's up, Truckin? Linktree is... It's just like a little website that creators make, and it has all their links in it. But you click on my little DF logo, it's going to have my bio there, and there's a link for you in the bio. Truckin, thank you for the Heart Me and the Go Popular. Okay, so Josh says, I'll read it here in a second. Remember how he got hit by a car 4 months ago? I do. His last wound, a 3rd degree, through the fat and muscle down to the bone injury, just closed up yesterday. That's wonderful, Josh. I'm glad that that you're recovering well from that. Truckin, thank you for the 3 roses. Yes, it would be so much better. I even have the bot set to put in the link tree when people follow, but I don't think it comes through the way it's supposed to. Just got Cattell for Landon. Landon just followed. Congratulations, Landon. Have you got to play with him a little bit or not yet? And we'll just make it past Dibble and the catcher combo to swipe that base. Rank is 801 is the serious ranking. A lot of times I give joke answers to that question, but we hit World Series last time I played ranked. And we'll draw a walk. Just got him. The bot does do it, says Landon. Okay. I wonder if it's actually a clickable link, though, for those of you that are checking it out. Just trying to advance the runner, but Jimmy Rollins, he's so locked in, he's going to get a bunt base hit. All right, are we going to get a Noble Tiger, or are we going to get a walk-off, guys? Ooh, Hernandez, he wanted it, but didn't barrel it. He's looking for the 4-seam. Good pitch there. Is that enough? It is. It's a little jam shot for the victory. Yeah, okay, so it says thanks for following. Okay, yeah, thanks, Len. Yeah, it's supposed to link in. I set it up a long time ago through Tickfinity, but I don't think that link is clickable, so it's kind of for naught. I should probably alter the message and make it shorter. Hey, Truckin', thanks for the bits. Truckin's all over the place today. We are on a stupendous event run here. And Droll's just got parallel 3. Got a ball in as a habit pack, but we still haven't got a rewind pack, so let's do it one more time. And then if we get 100 followers on TikTok, we'll do a massive pack opening if we get there today. So here we go. Check out MMOEXP if you guys are looking for amazing discounts on MLB The Show stubs. MMOEXP is a fantastic, trustable MLB 26 stub site. You can use my code DYF for 7% off. Again, that's MMOEXP.com/influencer/Donyell. All right, back to the action. Here we go. Yep, I'm 801 is exactly where I'm at, Landon. I barely squeaked through. Got the guy to quit out the last time I played ranked for my World Series game. So he quit after 6 innings. They beat him 4-zip. Sister at prom, getting around his trucking. Yeah, please follow Trucking, guys, if you haven't. Trucking, you still working on the Cubs franchise? Oh, Landon, yeah, Landon. I usually joke answer that I'm 1600 and I'm playing the number 3 guy in the world to people that come in and that's their first question and they haven't followed or participated at all. Like, do you have to have a litmus test on if you're going to watch the stream or not, or what's the deal with that? So yeah, if they're not invested in stream, then I'm not invested in giving them a serious answer. Yeah, we remove 80 for the on serious answer. Yeah, I just I want to see what they say when I tell them something outrageous, especially when I'm slamming the PCI around and everything. Like, oh yeah, this old man's definitely way up there. Speaking of way up there, I'm playing a guy that's 1000 rated logo here on a break from doing DD off stream. Had to make a new account. Used to follow on Madden. You excited for the new Madden? I'm excited, although I don't know what they're doing gameplay wise and all that. But the cover reveals kind of have me look into the future in football season. All right, so Rollins is going to be out. Oh, thanks, Windsor. Yeah, Windsor linked it right in. That thing is tonight. You're going to have to do more specific solo. Cover's kind of a weird choice. Who do you guys think deserved the Madden cover? Oh, for Madden. There's some type of Madden reveal today. Watch a video on the perfect foul ball. Oh, yes, Gavin. That was such a weird play yesterday. That was yesterday's stream. My uploads aren't always the day after, but yeah, hit it perfect with Lou Gehrig, and it was 4.4 foul. Daniel Jones should have been the Madden cover. Josh has Myles Garrett for Madden cover. You probably have to copy and paste it, Jackson, honestly. Yeah, it's going to have to be your method since you're mobile. Would have given it to Kenneth Walker, says Landon. I may not be as big a fan of Danny Dimes. He's going to make me a fan when he beats the Seahawks this year. I actually don't know if we're playing you guys this season or not, but maybe in the Super Bowl. Did I see the God of War trailer? I didn't. I've been seeing it show up on my feed, but I haven't taken the time to watch it. You'd say Matt Stafford because he was MVP. Cover should be Sam Darnold. Yes, I agree. Should have been Sam. One of the kids is ringing the heck out of a bell right now. Probably very faint if it's getting picked up by my mic, but if I don't win this game, I'll blame it on them. Let's see. Yes, JSN would have been great. Yes, there were some Seahawks fans that definitely thought JSN was going to get the cover. I think there's a bias with the covers towards quarterbacks too, although I don't know that the data actually bears that out. But yeah, Williams is maybe more marketable as a quarterback for a franchise versus a receiver. And we got Gehrig reaching off the plate a little bit for the out. Surprised Gino didn't get it. Man, yeah, Russell Wilson is retiring. Russell's he's taken his talent to the CBS broadcast booth. Not sure how Russ is gonna do in that scenario, but I guess we'll see. Covers don't matter anymore. Everything's digital, says Nats fan. Josh says they cut out his painted nails, though. The Browns manager should have been the cover, says Landon. Gavin, thanks for sharing the stream. We need everybody to share. We need all the friends tapping and all the activity there. If it's an athlete from my favorite franchise, it definitely tempts me to want to buy the physical edition Nats fan. That way I can have it for, you know, for something to collect dust and get forgotten about. But I'm sure somewhere in this house I have the Richard Sherman and Sean Alexander Madden editions. But, you know, that's been a while, of course. Super Bowl champ, thanks for sharing the stream. Yes. Not sure if that will be PG enough. We'll have to do some clever editing, Nats fan. What's happening, John? The teams that I root for is what I said, John. I don't own any franchises. Oh, Jackson. Are you trolling, Jackson? Probably is. That one's hit perfectly by Michael Conforno. And I'll swing through. Mike McMillan, what's up, buddy? Thanks for following. Mike, does Pete Rose belong in the Hall of Fame, in your opinion? Oh, how do you make your own team on MLB The Show? So you go to Diamond Dynasty, right? If you want to. That's the game mode I'm playing. And it's going to have you name your team. You can make your own custom uniforms. You can go to Logo Vault, download logos and make your uniforms that way. Or you can just equip MLB teams or national teams as well. So that's what I'm doing. I'm guessing you can probably do an expansion franchise over in franchise mode, but I've never got that deep into it. I think I'm going to be out here at the plate. We'll find out though. That was a bad slide. I was trying to get the slide animation where he hooks the hand around, but we'll get it over. Mike says yes on Pete Rose. Stevie says yes, he should be in the Hall. Stevie, who's your profile picture? Is that Rory McIlroy? I can't tell. I can tell it's a golfer, but it's like kind of zoomed out on my monitor. Might be yourself. Willie McGee with the big bop, and we're up 3. Can I help you with your crosshair and timing? You want to be on tracking. You don't know how to switch. It's in the settings. There's different PCIs. It's called PCI, plate coverage indicator, and you can turn on inner, outer, bat PCI, diamond PCI, different color schemes. I would say mess with it till you find something you're comfortable with. I personally like diamonds with no inner, no outer, but that's me. How do you get the animation where he slides over? It should be 3 o'clock on the right stick, but it doesn't always trigger. You know how the game can be laggy, especially in head-to-head play. Stuff like that tends to happen. Hey, what's up, Gunner? Welcome back in. Got a Chipotle ad for Nats fan. Now he's hungry. Oddly enough, I have some free Chipotle for my birthday. Probably going to go get that for lunch afterwards. Right Out Brothers, welcome in. Stevie, welcome in. Thanks, guys, for following. We're chasing a follower goal today of triple digits. If we make it, I'm going to open packs for you guys as a reward. Gonna open packs for myself, too. Yes, exactly. If you can spend 6 on a burrito, you could subscribe. At Subway. We'll swing through here with Hernandez. Hernandez versus Ottavino. I think Ottavino won this matchup. But hey, the people that don't subscribe and watch ads, it's quite nice too. Appreciate anybody watching and hanging out here. Whenever you're trying to move your zone, it keeps dragging you back to the middle. Oh, that's how it's supposed to be, Mike. Yeah, you release the stick, it goes back to the middle. So you have to keep pressure one way or another. I don't know if there's some adaptive controller adjustments that you can make, but not as far as I'm aware of. But yeah, that's how it works. It centers you in the center.
Ball, that's inside.
Nats fan would rather watch ads over eating Subway. You know who's eating a foot long right now? Jared. If you know, you know. We can use him as the butt of all jokes. Mike says it's shaky. It sounds like an analog stick issue. Solo didn't like that joke. But yeah, that dude's a huge scumbag. I think he's behind bars for a long time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's locked up for a while. Seemed like he was quite the jerk. Hey, it is PG. If you don't know, you don't get the humor. Is there a way to change it? You're on MLB The Show 24. I don't think so, Mike. I feel like I'm Wilson from Home Improvement. I don't think so, Tim. But no, I don't think you can change it, dude. It's gonna move it back to the center, and if it's shaking, it's probably your analog sticks. So you probably need a different controller, or to take apart your controller and try to clear them out, or something along that nature. He's keeping trim and hot for the taker, says Josh. Home Improvement, what a throwback, says Windsor. Man, that was like, I don't know, you have to be a certain age to have lived it, but it's like almost everybody watched the show and would talk about it the next day or two. It was very popular. Family Matters, which people tend to remember as the Urkel show, felt that way as well when it was in its prime. Yeah, Wilson was the fence guy. Yep. And we get Max Muncy, the funky Muncy, swinging at that one. Dude, I don't think I've ever been in a Jersey Mike's. They may be out here, but they're not in my location. We used to have Quiznos. Apparently, most of the Quiznos have shut down. I guess they were terrible to their franchisees. Don't sue me, Quiznos. It's just what I read as a rumor. Um, but now we just have Subway and Togo's. Shoot, there's some other little shop I forgot the name of that's a chain that we have as well. They have like sandwiches and fries in there. Windsor saying Jersey Mike's so popular right now. Solo says he also likes Penn Station. I don't know if that's a Sandusky joke after the Jared discussion or if Penn Station's something else. Kind of miss when the family would all gather and watch shows on TGIF or plan out Wednesday at 8 for the new episode of something. Yeah, it was a different time, right, Josh? It was almost like a shared experience with everybody you knew because everybody was watching those shows for the most part. I mean, yeah, there was the other networks that had other programming, but who was watching it? Wasn't people our age for the, you know, unless the family was super strict and didn't allow the program for some reason. Yeah, everyone at the same time. Quizno CEO having his day ruined while enjoying an MLB stream. Yeah, he's like, why did he say f me for? But yeah, sorry, Quiznos guy. Kellen wants to know where I'm from. California. Ever watch Full House? Yeah, we all did back in the day. Although to me, it always felt like Full House was kind of targeted towards girls more than boys. It still was on and had some jokes and different things to it. I didn't know Bob Saget was as funny as he was until I heard him later on in life when he wasn't on a kids show. Way more social times before things got digital. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I like Mad TV a lot better than I liked SNL. Surprised SNL's still going. I don't know who watches it, but apparently it gets clipped somewhere. Pay until 8:30 so you can watch Doug. All right, buddy's locking in here. The home run for Hernandez. Yeah, Mad TV was way better, right? Especially in that era. Let's go to the pin and Trout Scram here. SNL so irrelevant now, says Windsor. Buddy that followed, I can make out short at the end. I can't make out the rest of your username with the font that you have. I'm sorry. Used to buy Mad TV, well, not Mad TV, Mad Magazine for Josh. Yeah, it always had some really interesting covers and stuff that would make you want to check it out. All right, Gehrig versus Stram. Let's see if he makes the managerial change. Just seen Bobby Lee live. Dude's a madman, says R. Bobby Lee, Will Sasso. Yeah, they had quite a few good sketch actors on there. Alex Bornstein, I think is her name, the voice of Lois on Family Guy. Um, I mean, I can't claim to remember everybody, but uh, the guy that I thought was gonna probably cross over and be a pretty big actor, I don't know that he does much anymore. Was the guy that did the Stewart sketch on Mad TV. Look what I can do. That guy always cracked me up. See, so he liked the Peyton Manning one. Josh thinking, when was the last time he flipped through a Mad magazine? Oh yes, that's right. Yep, she would do the he looked like a man, the old lady one. Yeah, Donnie, look what I can do. Anybody scrolling on TikTok has no idea what I'm talking about. That's okay. That's why you gotta just park it here and hang out. Salvador Perez is in Foul Ball Simulator right now, and I'm not getting weak contact in play that I can get him out on. How did he hit that? I don't know. Looked weird. All right, Strom's worn out.
Ball, that's in.
10 pitch at bat. Too much for this game mode. Here comes Raleigh Fingers. And Raleigh just missed, freezing him up there. Good eye from my opponent. And we got him on the forkball. Do you remember the grocery store clerk who worked 24/7 in Mad TV? I'm drawing a blank on that one. Now I'm gonna have to go look up some of the skits that you guys are reminding me about. I remember the Lowered Expectations one and the Spy versus Spy quite a bit. Felt like those were recurring a lot through Mad TV throughout its run. Let's see, Peyton, welcome in. Thanks for the follow, Peyton. Who's your favorite baseball team of all time, Peyton? Or your favorite player of all time on your favorite team? What a stone cold take from Jorge Posada. Yeah, I meant to throw that for a strike. And so Victor Martinez lurking in the on-deck circle. I feel like In Living Color was a better sketch show than SNL too. All right, we have got the victory, and we may be done with the event, but I think I'm on 9 wins, so I may play a couple more event games just to see if we can get the live series diamond. Talk shows are dying as well, says Windsor. Yes, that must have been cheap production value for something to fill in the midday. But yeah, I remember when all the talk shows were going, and there wasn't a lot else to watch if you were home throughout the day. So it'd be like Geraldo, Ricky Lake, Oprah, Donahue, Maury. All those people were in their prime. They were probably making all the bucks. Jerry Springfield, of course, was popular host and ended up doing all the the special videos, right, of Springfield Uncensored and whatnot back in those days. Peyton, I'm doing great. Should you pick Lindor or Soto? I took Lindor. I really have a strong preference to switch hitters. All right, I'm playing 2 more event games just to see if we can get the live series diamond and the 10th victory. It consisted of an employee of a store who was a cashier at the store. Her childhood friend came in gloating about the life they live. And when they turned their head, the employee insinuated causing harm to her. Oh, that sounds pretty funny as a concept. Now I kind of want to see it again. I probably saw it back in the day too, Nats fan. Is drawing a blank for me. Yes, during those commercials on the talk shows, you see Jared from Subway. So we're looking for a game here, an event. Good game to that guy that we just played. Kept feeling like he was going to rally back at some point. TikTok, we're on 33 followers. We need 100 for a big pack opening before the timer expires. I don't know if we should reset the stream here around halfway or if we should push through, but please follow, share, and like. It's free to support. I know some of you are, prone to sending a galaxy or universe in, but I know it's not for everybody. Not everyone has disposable income, but all the activity helps the algorithm a lot. Who is the baseball goat? R wants to know. I feel like it's probably Barry Bonds, as much as I kind of begrudgingly say that, because the second half of his career was very performance enhancing aided, but Barry was really good prior to doing all the stuff that he did. Nats fan will find it when he's home. That's nice of you, dude. You love the character too. Look what I can do. Let me do it. Stop. Let me do. Yeah, that guy. I'm surprised he didn't end up doing some big time movies or anything. Bonds is the best player that Josh has ever seen. PhD or still not the greatest. I think he meant PED, but PhD or not, that's fine for Barry. I don't know if he's got a PhD. Got the player haters degree. Well, since we're waiting, I saw an interesting article from SF Gate the other day. They were talking about the movie that had Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes in it. Wesley Snipes is kind of based on Barry Bonds. Let me see if I can find that one. I think it's called The Fan. Yep, it is The Fan. I saw it once back in the late 90s, and I think it's probably worth a rewatch. So The Fan, 1996. Apparently, the Giants really ended up hating the film, and they chose to ignore it, hoping that it would go away and get less media attention. At first, they were on board with it because it was going to be promoting the Giants, but they didn't end up liking the story once the final product came out. Probably worth a watch once in once in your lifetime if you've never seen the film. But I guess it had quite a bit of variation from the book. Originally, I think the book has the fan being a Red Sox fan. Saltines or Ritz, says Josh. You're going to go on the sun deck and you need a stack. I definitely prefer Ritz. I feel like saltines are the go-to when I'm sick. So then I kind of associate them with that. But occasionally, saltines can be really good just on their own. I do love saltines if I'm at a restaurant waiting for the food to come out. Lorraine was the skit character name, says Nats fan. I guess once you get to like 9 wins, the matchmaking takes forever. I don't know who they're going to throw me against. I'm probably going to play a top ranked sweat and get ran off the field here, but I'd like to try to get my 10th win and get a diamond player. Like, why not? We came this far. I got 2 shots at it, so let's see what happens. It's not a high series diamond, anyways, but we'll pretend it's a weekend classic and get ourselves locked in here. All right, finally back to the ball yard. Windsor, I saw, has joined the chat. Windsor, do you think I should restart or do you think I should roll, Windsor? Yes, Mrs. Swan. Mrs. Swan was one of the iconic characters from SNL. All right, here's Willie McGee stepping to the plate. Maybe reset can hurt. Okay, guys, I'll catch you either my turn at bat or the second inning. If you're on TikTok, please join Twitch or YouTube. Same name. It's DonyellFreak on both of them. All right, we'll take TikTok down momentarily here. Taking forever to throw this pitch, and computer selected a fastball for me. Maybe the computer should pick all my pitches, but I think they only picked the fastball. All right, I had somehow closed TikTok Studio, so I need to reopen that. Usually I have to keep a tab open just in case I need to take any mod actions in that chat. Let's see. So Lorraine was the old teacher. Stuart on the plane. Dude, I haven't seen any of the Stuart ones in probably at least a decade. I should pull some of those up on YouTube and show them to my kids. Although then they're gonna start being annoying around the house doing the same stuff. Maybe I'll just show Mrs. Donnie when the kids are asleep, because I remember she used to think it was pretty funny too. The good old days for those of us that grew up in the 80s. Or were born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. All right, Gehrig against Sanchez. Gehrig, good swing. I always feel like I'm a bit of a carnival hustler when I'm on TikTok. But, those kids are scrolling. A lot of them are kids. I see their profiles as to who followed me throughout the day when I open up the app. And it's like, if you don't get their attention and kind of stick yourself out there like, hey, join the chat. A lot of them will just keep scrolling by. But he's got the 2-out rally going here. Comedy isn't the same anymore. It's a damn shame, says Nats fan. Yeah, I even saw a whole thread about this. Comedy films, like the top flight comedy films, they don't really make as many of those these days. I guess they don't give the same return on investment as far as movies, like we used to have. It's not to say there's no comedies being made, but not probably as many as we used to get. Good hitting from my opponent there, and he'll drive out Sanchez as the starter. One of my favorites, and I don't remember it being offensive to anybody, although it may not have aged well, was like Me, Myself, and Irene. I feel like people don't talk about that film a whole lot, but Jim Carrey when he was still in his prime, and yeah, just a lot of over the top humor, and it may have been the time of age too that I was younger and just found it funny. But I watched it a few years ago and still laughed at it quite a bit. Josh says, I think comedy can and should occasionally be offensive. It's making light and addressing tough issues. Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. It's a way we can talk about things without it necessarily being the elephant in the room and having to be serious. Sometimes you can kind of punch some holes through something that is a touchy subject. Jammed up with Kike Hernandez there, and we're out. I was trying to hit it to the right-hand side with the second baseman covering the bag, but I got underneath it. Let's see what we get with Lou Gehrig up here. But he's pitching out. He's probably got me. Yep, he does. Probably should have, in hindsight, just taken the lead and seen if he had caught on to that. Well, that comes with being the president, though. Like, you can't run for public office and expect to dodge a smoke, no matter which party's in charge. Like, that's been the case going back to Jay Leno, and I don't know that Johnny Carson did as much. I don't have as much of a recollection of that, but Leno, his whole thing was going on about Monica Lewinsky constantly. I'm sure Letterman got his share of jokes in too, but that was like Leno's whole thing, and it's just been that way for generations. And like, what else are they going to rip on if they're doing daily stuff and they're recording at 5 o'clock? I'm not saying that they shouldn't be more creative and have skits or whatever that could be funny, but yeah, like the political stuff is somewhat low-hanging fruit that they can go to and people know about it. Without it being some like obscure reference that the majority of their viewers may not know. Josh, I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for pasting this one in. Who's there? Hidden. Okay, so everything is the term for female dog. I didn't reveal it first. So the 3 hiddens are that one. If you're reading along in the chat. So you tell jokes just to your wife. Who's there? Open this door. It's me, and I'm locked out. Boy, I've had a bunch of perfects. What's going on? Maybe I stopped lagging without the TikTok upload. Oh, the purple president dodged a bullet. Solo made it into the red chat. All right, here's Carpenter stepping in. This chat's more PG, says Solo. He likes it over there. And we'll get the take to make it 1-1. I'm going to restart TikTok here momentarily. What, hacking at that one. But I think, to what you're talking about, Nathan, I don't think people stay up and watch the late night shows much anymore. Maybe those of you on the East Coast catch them a bit more frequently. Actually, what I'm saying is wrong, because it's the same time that it airs, right? It airs at 11:30 or whatever when those shows start. But like Conan O'Brien, you know, he phased out over the years. Maybe he made his money and did what he wanted. I can't even tell you who's on NBC. I guess it's Fallon. I don't find Fallon funny, never have. So you know, like I'm not staying up to watch it. I guess if I was awake and just scrolling for something, I might park it there and listen to the dialogue for a minute. But it seems like that medium's kind of gone away. Not that it's still not out there, you know, because it's probably like I was saying about the daytime talk shows, probably somewhat easy to produce. You know, you just have the person under contract, film studio, people can come into the audience, and they have different guests coming on promoting their movies or music and whatnot. But yeah, like who's staying up just to watch Jimmy Fallon or Seth Meyers or whoever these guys are that are still going now? Did I see the video of the Brazil plane flying for the World Cup getting hosed down with fire trucks for good luck? No, I didn't see that. He's like tricycle comedy toddler jokes. And I didn't like him on SNL when I would see him there. I didn't care for him as an actor either. Solo, thanks for the flow state gift. I had a few of those kind of like surprise jewels in my account, and I was able to cheer them to myself the other day. I don't know if that's what happened there, but thank you very much for the gift. Solo is watching the daily view for Nats fan, another one that he can't wrap his head around. Let me restart TikTok here, so I'll just be 1 second, guys, or try to. Occasionally, I go to do this and I butcher it, but I have to copy my stream key, go into OBS, swap the stream key out because it regenerates every time, and then I have to start the stream. And I think if you take too long, you kind of mess up the algorithm too. So now I'm going to see if it's coming through. But I don't think you're the target audience on that one, Nats fan. It's probably aimed more for stay-at-home moms type of deal. You know, not that everybody else can't enjoy it if they do enjoy it, but you know, like some of the stuff my kids really enjoy, I don't find much educational value in it, so I'll put a stop to watching too much of it. They love the videos where these ladies will grab like Barbie dolls and they voice them, and you know, it's different scenarios going throughout the day. And I'm always trying to drive them like to like PBS Kids or something, but you know, it's not targeted at me. It's targeted at their age, where maybe they have some enjoyment watching it through the day. Yeah, exactly. Stay at home, folks. Hey, what's up, Bennett? How's your day going? All right, so we get to after 2, and down we go. So we had 33 followers. We need 6-7 followers on whatever time is left on the stream. 30 minutes. We got to get everybody following Bennett. Bennett, please share the stream with your friends. I think Ellen's long gone. I'm pretty sure Ellen was pretty hated by a lot of her staff. And that got out there, and yeah, Ellen's reputation went in the gutter. Did one of the Barbies mention bacon grease? Not yet, but that's going to be the episode I'm going to record and upload. Bacon grease Barbie. Anybody watch game shows consistently anymore? Game shows were a big part of my life too, growing up, as far as like entertainment part of my life. Loved watching The Price is Right and Bob Barker as a kid. I think The Price is Right was fun because there was so much variety to the different games, and you didn't know which game was going to be next when you were tuned in. Might be a game that you enjoyed, you know, like I always like the hole-in-one game back in those days, but you know, a lot of them were the pricing games and different things. To me, Jeopardy without Alex Trebek doesn't seem right. Wheel of Fortune without Sajak, I guess Ryan Seacrest replaced him. You know, it just seems wrong that somebody else is hosting it now, after all the years of having those associations to it. Let's Make a Deal, Price is Right, 7-8, Jeopardy, and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I would probably throw it on if I didn't have, you know, streaming services or sports to watch. Used to watch Jeopardy pretty religiously in my 30s, early 30s, before I started streaming. That is a nice swing from Chipper, and we're not out of the jam quite yet. Peyton, thanks for being here. Let me reset my lights. That way, if any of you guys follow, the lights do flash the way they're supposed to. All right, so Lumia stream going down and coming back up here momentarily.
Ball.
I always want to say it's Luis Ariza, but that's not how it's pronounced. At least that's not how the athletics broadcasters were pronouncing it. And I feel like I'm way off on the pronunciation of his name. He's going to send the runner. It's a non-perfect throw, and he's got another one in. So aggressive base running is working out for my opponent this inning. Eli, thanks for following. How are you, Eli? If I win this game, I get a live series diamond. I get one more shot at it if we don't get this game because we had a 9-0 run. I was trying to pump fake him to send the runner and get that out, but Carpenter gets it, and let's get Strom out of here. Not effective for Strom. Raleigh coming in. Windsor, what's your favorite game show? If you have a favorite game show, since we're talking about TV history a bit today. No. He and I, we go over and we warm up the bacon grease with your mom, Judd, and she pays for the Gigolo service. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would use the term BF, but your mom's quite happy. There's not going to be, unfortunately, any money left for you though when you want to get to your college funds or inheritance. What was the one this line one? What's my line? Is that the one you're looking for, Windsor? But yeah, we had a little troll action there on TikTok. It's been a minute. Oh, I wasn't trying to ignore you there. Solo says I like Steve Harvey. He can drag on the jokes way too long. Do you watch the Family Feud then, Solo, or no? I remember there was a host in the late '80s, maybe through the early '90s. He ended up taking his own life. That was one of the Family Feud hosts, not the Kissing Bandit guy, but the guy that I think replaced him. Richard Dawson seems really creepy if you ever see the reruns in this era. Like, I think he had to be creepy in the '70s. I don't think that was just like, oh, that's just the times kissing all the female contestants on the mouth. JC, welcome in. How are you, JC? And it doesn't look like we're going to get the comeback against Rogers. Some decent swings, but not great swings. So we'll have to win this game. It's do or die for the live series diamond. So yeah, JC, who's your favorite baseball team? But yeah, Steve Harvey's not a bad Family Feud host for sure. Windsor, thanks for the hand hearts, man. He doubled up on the hand hearts and the go popular. Windsor's trying to drive us to the pack promised land here. Thanks, Windsor. All right, let's see what we get on this matchup. I guess while we're waiting, I should make one more call to action while I'm thinking about it. So let me read this off and play our video. If you guys are looking for amazing discounts and bonuses on MLB The Show 26 stubs, check out MMO EXP. It's a fantastic, trustable MLB 26 stub site. Use my code DYF for 7% off. And you can go to mmoexp.com/influencer/DonyellFreak to get all set up with MMO EXP. Plenty of time waiting for these matchups, so good time for that. Yes, 100, and we already have 33 to that number, so we need 67 on this session. It's going to be Clay Buchholz going to the mound. Taking on the Michigan Wolverines, and apparently my Buchholz hit P5. It's not giving me the P5 animations, so I really don't need to pitch him anymore. 6-7. That's what we're looking for. All right, so I'll win or lose this game. One of those two things will be true, and then maybe we'll try the DeGrom Showdown. I'll have to check the timer at that point. He's going to start out with a hit with Jackie Robinson. Herbert, they work with some of the really big creators. I'm new to working with them, but I asked them a handful of questions when they first contacted me, and they seem to be having no issues with any accounts getting banned or anything, Herbert. So I think it's fine. Please give them a shot if you're considering purchasing stubs. Use my code DYF. Also, the state of the show, they probably don't want to drive out any customers this year. I mean, you never know with the show, but I would think it's a good time considering what happened this past week. We'll get the pick off at first base. So Lou Gehrig applies the tag, and we got the out. And he'll make a nice take with his Lou Gehrig. On deck is the Red Diamond Miguel Cabrera. Bentley Collins, AJ, welcome in, guys. AJ, thank you for becoming our latest follower in the community. AJ, who's your favorite baseball team? Second baseman will spear that one and get the out. Wah De Dente, welcome in. AJ, I got a question for you, a different question for you too, if you're typing out here. Solo wants to know from the purple chat, what does AJ stand for? AJ's an Astro fan. Some high quality H2O. OG Drifters, God is good. Thanks for following OJ. OG, excuse me. Buddy's a Rays fan. Rays are playing some great baseball. Let's go, legend. It's Andre Jr. Oh, I like that. Jimmy Rollins kind of deadens that one, but he's not going to beat it out. Thought it was in a good location, but the catcher pounced out and got us out. I like my opponent's logo. Now, sinking cutter. That was not a good cutter swing. Yes, exactly what Windsor said. Like, follow, and share. Tell us your favorite team. Here's Lou Gehrig. I thought I could get underneath that. Regretted it when I saw it dropping into the dirt. I didn't lay off. We judge harshly, by the way. We do. All right, terrible swings. I have to be better than that. Jorge Posada stepping in. The double Buckles game. He's just changing uniforms between innings and pitching for both teams. Used to really break my engagement on these games when the Ultimate Team mode started. It's like, how can I have this player and my opponent has him at the same time? That's not realistic. Harrison19, welcome in. Thanks for connecting with us, Harrison. Oh, Solo. He's on a trip. I don't know if he intended it to be as funny as it was. All right, Vladdy will knock it up the middle. But he says, I mean, we should all respect each other's teams. It's like an opinion. How are you going to argue with someone? Streams are for engagement and for fun, but I agree. I don't really dislike anybody for rooting for a rival team or any of that stuff.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Hey, speaking of smacking, they're sending me a box here soon. Be having some smacking seeds on stream. Use code DF for smacking seeds, guys, if you're locking in some sunflower seeds anytime soon. Yeah, Willie McGee's got it. Here's Gleiber stepping in. JP3's alt account. Thanks for following on the alt, JP. JP, who's your favorite baseball player of all time? And we got Gleiber swinging and missing. Easily Nico Horner. Hey, I like that. Flaben, thanks for following. Who's the number 9 on your profile picture? Is that you playing football? Jackie Robinson is Dinte's favorite. Can't go wrong with Jackie. One of the all-time legends.
That's low. That's a ball.
So what position do you play? You know, it used to be kind of an indicator by the number what position you played. And that's changed a lot in the NFL, and I think throughout, you know, the amateur ranks as well. SD619 fan, thanks for following SD. Nice pitch from my opponent on that low sinker. Wide receiver and defensive back. That's fun. You playing this year for high school, Claben? Or are you playing junior college or something? And good pitch there. Trying to be more patient. He's been throwing a lot of junk balls that I've been chasing at. But got too patient that time. Here's Conforno stepping up. 10th grade. Right on, buddy. Wonderful time to be alive. Forming the memories with the friends. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with us, Josh. Clifford's going to be thrilled when I tell him something's coming from Josh out in Georgia. And we'll scoop that one into the gap. Not the hardest hit ball at 93, but hard enough to roll out to the wall. There we go. SD Phantom in South Dakota. Kind of an interesting first question. How about for yourself, SD Fan? High school, went to state in 2017 and won it all. You were running back and defensive back. Do you miss playing high school ball, Dinte, or are you happy for that to be in the past? It says Tuesday. He's going to love them, and so am I. Can't wait, Josh. And that one just drifts out of play. Who's everybody got winning the World Cup, says Windsor. I feel like France is probably a favorite, but I don't really know. And a lot of my excitement around the World Cup dropped when Italy didn't qualify. So, I don't know, man, who's winning the World Cup. Can't say I'm rooting for France. I'd love to see Team USA have a nice run, but I'd be surprised if they got particularly deep into the World Cup. 26 years old, family man for Dinte. Dinte, this week I turned 46. So you got a lot of prime years ahead of you, buddy. SD Fan, he's down in San Diego, California. One time I was driving on I-5 and was going to stay in San Diego for the night. And called up the hotel, is Embassy Suites there in San Diego. And I said, hey, I'm not sure what turnoff I need to look for. And they told me what I should be going at. And I was telling them the stuff I was seeing on the freeway signs. They're like, oh yeah, keep going south. Kept going south, and suddenly I was at the border of Mexico. Had to make a quick U-turn across traffic and not leave the country. Didn't want to get stuck across and not be able to make it to my cruise the next day. But yeah, San Diego's an awesome place. I'm glad that you live there, and I hope you enjoy the experience. One of my favorite towns. You don't feel it with all the injuries, says Dinte. Yeah, it's tough if you have any breaks and stuff that don't heal right. You know, to deal with the pain management and the achiness and different things that come along. Especially for those of you that play high-impact sports like football and, you know, MMA and boxing and all that throughout your youth. I like this Alvarado card, but I feel like he's running out of juice, so we'll take a look at the bullpen. It's going to be Raleigh Fingers coming in. Face Jimmy Rollins. Jimmy perfectly through the 5.5 hole. Smashed that deal. Sounded loud too. I'm glad he didn't have a good launch angle. He has 114 off the bat. Jimmy was ready. Gotta look out for Jimmy running here. Let's see, Sophia, Ramon, Alex, Jameson, Luis, welcome in. All of you that are scrolling on the TikTok platform today. We're multi-streaming Red, Purple, and TikTok streams. Could be too. The problem is Jackie runs well. Yeah, we're not going to get him. Girlfriend calls you the old man all the time for Dinte. As long as she doesn't call you late to dinner, right? Um, that's an old man joke. Dinte's getting into his Unk era. All right, he swipes it easily with Jackie Robinson. And Garrick hits it well, but into our mitt. Chance to walk this off. If we can bop one. Here's Willie McGee. Willie's looking for a little bunt cheese. And Strom forgot something important. The baseball. Never miss her home cooked meals for Dinte. Love that. What would you say is the best dish that she cooks, Dinte? Jammed up there. I don't think that's going to drop, unfortunately, for Ibanez. Yeah, the running on this game is always something. I tried to take the one stride lead. It didn't move the runner, unfortunately. I tried it again, and then he moved and kind of threw off the swing on that second pitch. All right, so we're off and running, and we will take second base. Crime Scene Rick, what's up, buddy? How's slushy business going, Crime Scene? That's hit perfectly, but it's off the glove, and he'll stay in the game. If it gets down the line, we win it there. Everybody, please follow, share, and like. We're trying to hit our follower goal of 100 followers on today's session combined there on TikTok. If we do, it's going to be a massive pack opening. Homemade chicken buffalo mac that's yummy, says Dinte. That sounds good. It's been a very busy slushy season and new contract for Crime Scene Rick today. Congratulations, Rick. It's like everything's coming up, Rick, with his real life business. Rick, what are your thoughts on Myles Garrett to the Rams as a Seahawks fan like myself? It's a delayed break. He may have a play at the plate. Nope, we'll get the walk-off bunt winner for our 10th victory in event for the live series diamond. So 10-1 through event. Now that's done. How much time do we have left on this thing? 14 minutes? Let's go try out the DeGrom and see if we get there. What diamond did we land for our efforts there? Hey, if you can't beat them, bun them, right? Tight spot. And we earned a show pack. We got Bryce Harper for our run, so got that going for us on the 10-1 effort. So now we need to forfeit entry so we can claim the diamonds. So there we go. We got ourselves a little Bryce Harper action. Bryce Harper. He's a big A's fan. At least he grew up a big A's fan. In Las Vegas, nonetheless, and he didn't want the A's to move to Vegas, so definitely have a lot of love for Harper. Shoot, Showdown. How do I beat the Showdown, guys? Haven't attempted this one yet. It's face off against final boss DeGrom. I think you need a boatload of runs. I've been told to be patient, not always my strong suit. So there's a mini boss and then the final boss. So here we go. Need to draft our lineup. I don't know who the first boss is going to be, but I want to get as many lefties in here as we can against DeGrom. 53, thanks for following. Do we have to just use Mets players? Is that what this is? Did the game stop? Oh, there we go. Yeah, definitely like Soto, especially with his parallel. Wow, this game is so laggy, guys. Like, I can't even get through the draft. I guess we'll grab Beltran. Feels like it's kind of predetermined what it's going to give us, though. Okay, it's the Mets versus Ranger DeGrom, says tight spot. Alex, welcome in. Brandon Nemo, Finding Nemo. Probably should have grabbed Palmero, but it's fine. Probably pop back up here in a second. There we go. Do I want Palmeiro or Seager? Probably Palmeiro for the contact rate. I think it's supposed to be on Hall of Fame. Need to increase that PCI size. That's what she said. I gotta have a righty. We'll take Napoli. Wow, it is slow just going through the draft. Windsor caught that one. I'm glad you're paying attention. What do we want? Significant exit velocity, significant contact. I think I want the contact bonus. Don't insult my PCI, says Windsor. Yeah, we'll use both of the contact boosts that are available to us. It's genetic, says Windsor. Hey, we caught Windsor coming out of a cold shower. I'm afraid to read that tight spot. But I am going to see if Blue Chew or Eugenics wants to pick me up as a sponsor after today's stream. Then we can get really sus around here. Speaking of that, hey, if you guys haven't used creator code DFR15, be sure to use it for Manscaped. You'll get 15% off and free international shipping with DFR15. I feel like I got something bugging my right eye. Really good to have before going into this game. Yeah, I just got the new Manscaped Beard Hedger Pro the other day. It's pretty nice. Has the adjustable beard length guard on it, so been using that and enjoying it. Vaughn Grisham is our no good player, our non-drafted player. I think I'll hit Napoli 8th, so we don't have as many lefty at bats. Trying to stack the lineup with the guys I want to hit with the most towards the top of it. Even the lineup is clunky. It's crazy. Like, you think you could come in here and just mess with this real fast. You gotta wait through server lag. All right, once that one moves, I think I'm set with the lineup. Did want to look through and see if there was a speedster I could run at shortstop, just for somebody to drop a bunt down with. Doesn't it give me the options to make the subs? It should. Wow, it is. Don't want to belabor the point. Man, it's something. The menus are so bad on this game. Got to the end of this one and tried to go click to the right. Now it's not letting me. We're 21-9 at home, says Dente. It's a pretty good home record. A's have a losing record at Sutter Health right now. They've been playing better away. Frustrating that they're not playing good in front of the fans that do show up. Blunt Eastwood, good to see you in the chat. How are you, Blunt? Right, nobody significant there off the benches, so let's rock forward and try out this showdown. Let me stretch for a second since we were sitting for a while. Am I ready? I think so. Yeah, what's up, Blunt? How are you doing? They were in first place for a long time, Windsor, and this last weekend, I think it was last weekend, Mariners overtook them. So now they're in second, currently in the West. The West doesn't have a bunch of winning teams, but yeah, they're okay. They're right around 500, maybe a game under 500 at the moment. But Seattle's been hot, so A's need to get it together. All right, so here we are against DeGrom. I didn't know we had to play DeGrom in the mini showdown as well. So it looks like it's 15 outs to get 3 runs. Do I play MLB The Show 26? That's what we're playing right now, buddy. Hey, Blunt, thanks for the heart me in the game controller.
Ball one.
Tate Spot wants to try out some blunts with Blunt Eastwood. They said to look for the fastball. I got to get keyed in on the fastball here. Super late after playing that event. Adrian, I hit World Series last time I played ranked. This is the DeGrom Showdown. I believe it's on Hall of Fame. My timing is way off right now, but we'll see if we can adjust as we go through the event. Thank you for the club cheers as well, Blonde.
Now batting for the Athletic, the right fielder, Brandon.
Trying to sit 4-seam, but 4-seam is faster than I was thinking. That one got out a little bit ahead of it. Next one's Hall of Fame. Is it true, Mason? Maybe. I feel like he's throwing it a million miles an hour, though. Maybe I didn't face many hard throwers over the event, or the event lag was adjusting my timing or something. I don't know. Yeah, PCI does look pretty big though, Mason. So you're probably right. Mason saying this one's on All Star. All right, Callie's confirming over in Purple Chat. How's it going, Callie? Change. If I can't beat the mini boss, I can't beat the big boss. We got Sean, and the Braves are him, says Sean. What's going on, Sean? Thanks for following. Who's your favorite Braves player of all time, Sean? Chipper Jones. Boy, Chipper had a heck of a career. And didn't pull the PCI in enough. That was probably actually a ball for a walk there, but didn't get it. If you set your pitch history to batter the exact count, he pitches the same sequences to each hitter. Oh, interesting, American. Ted Williams was also good. Oh, yeah, Ted was awesome. How can you read the pitches quicker? The best thing you can do is just see it out of the hand. Unless you want to get into tempo hitting, which I've never been a tempo player or tempo hitter. But tempo is based off of the batter's leg kick. Some of the game is kind of coded to where the batters can tip the pitch and let you know what pitch is going to be coming. But don't ask me to explain all that to you, Jay, because it's beyond my level of play. But your top level guys, they're probably doing some version of tempo hitting and getting a bit of a tell from the opposing pitcher. Lakin Edits, welcome in. You're changing your steering wheel pinion on your mower, and you can't get the damn gear off the steering wheel. Have you tried using some WD-40 blunt? And Napoli with a moonshot to the second deck. Speaking of moonshots, yesterday Colby Thomas knocked one completely out of Wrigley Field, out to Waveland Avenue. I don't even like Colby that much, but that got me hyped up. Almost a whole can and a pry bar. Have you looked at any online troubleshooting for that blunt? I kind of wonder if there's a way for you to heat that up if it would get loose. Hey, what's happening? Question mark. Welcome back in. Football has followed. Welcome in, football. Got the lights flashing. We appreciate you connecting with us today. We're chasing the follower goal of 100 followers. We needed 67 on this session. We're on 14, so probably going to save the packs. Push them forward to tomorrow's stream at least. Tomorrow we're getting a lot of new content in the game, I believe. You like the Seahawks? No way. Me too. Who's your favorite Seahawk of all time? My favorite, personally, is Steve Largent. And I kind of got the PCI a little too low there. And again, too far underneath it. Don't want to roll into a double play ball, of course. Here's Polanco. Who do you think is the most overrated video game card in these game modes of all time? Like, the guy wasn't that good in real life, but he was good in the video game. I'm thinking somebody like Willie Castro. Well, didn't want to hit into the double play, but there we go. I know there's a tall receiver that's been popular in the Mutt series. Guy played for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm drawing a blank on the name. Harold Carmichael's been a tear recently. I didn't know anything about Carmichael until they started using him in Mutt recently. Mondesi was pretty overpowered in these games too, considering how glitchy his swing was compared to how good he was in real life. Tommy, thanks for following. How's your day been, Tommy? All right, we'll get through this one now. Can we get through the harder level on Hall of Fame? Ronnie with the bop. You play Madden on your phone. How do you like the mobile version? Last time I played it was a few years back, and it was pretty enjoyable. Felt like it used a decent amount of my battery life, but it is what it is. Yeah, a bunch of outs, right? And we need a bunch of runs, isn't it? So we need 14 runs or 15 runs on Hall of Fame with 27 outs to work with. Wiffle ball was great. Wiffle ball's kind of fun. We'll replace that one batter. I guess we want max contact. So it's either Josh or Pudge. And I don't usually hit well with Pudge. So I'm going to put him at shortstop. And we don't have to play defense anyways. I guess the vision boost is probably the best for me since there's not a contact option there. One of the issues is that you don't get to do the stuff you get to do on the gaming platforms. Yeah, that's true. So it's my first time trying it. I may have to try it off stream where I'm completely locked into it, but we'll see if we can get through it on stream. I guess being patient and hunting fastballs is probably the move, but I'm not always patient in these offline modes. Yeah, Mojo was kicking butt and taking names. Hey, football, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll hope to see you on a future live stream. I usually stream most every day. Let me go manage the squad here and pull out Grissom at shortstop. But man, the menus are just so slow. Painstakingly slow now. I didn't think the menu layout was good in the past, but man, at least it was fast. You might go to the wrong tab, but you wouldn't spend 10 seconds waiting for it to load. Yeah, slow menu 26 is true. I've hit square a bunch of times and it's like stuck. I can't move up and down, so I don't know if it's going to crash or we'll get him in there. All right, he's out of position. We don't care. Let's go on to the boss. Taking on Bruce Springsteen for a Jacob DeGrom card. Just jokes. We're taking on DeGrom here eventually if it loads. Have you given it a shot yet, Tight Spot, or no? Tight Spot probably already beat it.
Now batting, left fielder, Juan.
All right, so that was a bit faster. You got to get locked into the speed.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Don't know if you want to sell DeGrom, says Gavin Beans. That might have been a ball. No, I think it was touching the frame. Do I still support the A's? I'm going to support them in Sacramento, so yes. Vegas, we'll see. Oh, nice pitch. Thought I was making a good take, but Grom gets the K. Oh, I'm getting some lag spikes, guys. I'm sorry about that. Seems like the internet tends to start messing up late morning here in California.
Ball, that's in.
Not sure if it's just like the network getting more traffic to it, or if there's something buggy that I need to get a hold of them about. Right, so I'm way off on my time. Either I'm yanking ahead of it, or I'm letting it get past me here. And that pitch, when I see it crossing in his body, I think it's moving in further than it is. Yeah, first attempt at it Green Link. Team support can get tricky for some of us. Absolutely. I've heard they don't hold the runner on, so you get down to a few outs. So let's test that. Yeah, so we can steal and avoid the double play. I think it's like when you get within 4 or 5 runs and they'll start covering the bag. But yeah, don't want to ground into double plays. Hope you guys are following my buddy Dark Specta. If you're not, you're messing up. There's Dark Specta and also Green Link. He fires up the streams occasionally. Bit of a variety guy. Not just a sports guy. Last playing some Ark Survival Ascended on his Twitch page. So hope you guys follow both the friends there. Like I'm slamming the PCI a little bit here on this mission so far, the Showdown. Out of the hand, I didn't think it was a fastball, so I was waiting for it to break. Big mistake. And I went chasing. It's been fine. We went 10 wins and 1 loss on the event, so I got a Live Series Diamond Harper, which is not an inexpensive card, but it was nice just to get the accomplishment. And now I'm trying this the Showdown. Don't know if I should try the Showdown at the end of a gaming session, but we're trying it. This game must be a defensive battle with that score. It is. It's Tyler. Okay, I've hit a slump online. Overthinking your settings a bit. Currently using Strike Zone 2 for hitting. I use Strike Zone personally, Tyler, because my old eyes need the ball zoomed in as much as possible. But I don't know if it's better for you or, you know, to be in a different zone. Green Links, thank you very, very much for using your Prime sub here. We will open a pack for Green Link. And we got Kaz the Titan coming in. How are you, Kaz? I guess I can pause since we're in an offline mode. But yeah, we'll open this one at the conclusion here. Thanks, Green Link, very much for resubscribing. 5 months as a subscriber for Green Link. Chase, welcome in. How are you, Chase? You can still third with 65 overall speed. Okay, that's good to know. Bounce it like Buddha. But yeah, I'm kind of slamming around here too much, fellas. Not a great start, but maybe I'll lock in as we progress. Oh, birthday was awesome, Cass. Thanks for asking. Didn't really have any particular birthday plans. And I thought, like, let's go out of the house. Kids are out of school. Wife took the day off so we could spend time together. And I could have scored the runner, obviously, but was concerned that I was going to get caught. So let me just try to steal second here, see if it'll let me. But we ended up going to a bowling alley that had an arcade built into it, and the kids had a good time. I had a good time as well there. Tad, good to have you back in the stream. Thanks for moderating for 2 years under this account, Tad. I'm going to give up an out for a run, but don't want to give up too many outs if we can help it. So Sam, welcome in. So it was our first time there. It was super nice. It was about an hour drive, but it was worth it to get out of the house and go have fun together. My hometown did have a bowling alley, and it changed ownership, and then it closed up. But it changed ownership because the owner tried to take the pew-pew and shoot his wife, and yeah, that usually isn't good for business. So yeah, this is why we can't have nice things, I guess. And the circle change got me really good. Was trying to be keyed in on the 4C. Here's Rafael Palmeiro. And maybe the game will stay with the circle change now. I'm flailing at it. Sam, who's your favorite baseball team? Thanks for following us today, Sam. Yeah, it was a great time out. And then today, the kids play their T-ball games and all that stuff, coach pitch games. So today should be a fun day too. We usually go through like Wendy's on the way home, sometimes McDonald's, and get them something for a late dinner, and then they get to stay up a bit and have their food, and you know, just try to make it a fun event in their little lives, young lives. GCM one backup, welcome in. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Tyler, we're playing Showdown, so the Showdown is set up this way. I don't really know why they came up with these numbers. Let's go, says Truckin'. People kind of suck, says Dark Spectre. Indeed, they do. Depends on the people and the situation, but yes, they do a lot. You say the Reds. You've been a Reds fan since you were a kid. And now I'm chasing off the plate, not going to help anything. I definitely would say, and hopefully I rally back, but being way too impatient this first attempt on Showdown. Polanco out to medium center. That should score the runner, I would think, but really can be patient with the trying to score. Don't need to run into outs. No, absolutely haven't read that book. I don't know what it's about. Would you like me to help you with it, Tab? We'll see if the AI has any information.
15 outs left. Now batting, center fielder Carlos Beltran.
Look at Nightbot not reading books. So, Kaz, what you up to today? Are you going to be streaming later, Kaz? Let me shout out to Kaz so you guys can easily follow him.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Braden, welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow, Braden. Who's your favorite baseball team? I feel like I'm locked in on the fastball, but I'm not barreling it up, so I must not be that locked in on it. Either I swing early or I swing late. And it's not like we can bring in our own Diamond Dynasty players and just bunt cheese it or something. You got to use what they give you. Low-key, supposed to be streaming right now. Had to take care of some things first for Kaz. Hey, when you got stuff to take care of, then you got to do it. See, GMC, also a Braves supporter.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike.
Braves fans out in abundance these days with their team playing well. Probably shouldn't send the runner if it's close because we can still second for a while. Oh, try to get in, Tad.
Did he go?
What a time for the AI to take a dump there. I thought it was a fastball of the hand, guys. Clay, welcome in. How are you, Clay? Yeah, I think I was early. It was jumpy at that one with Young. I might fluke down the line. Nope, not quite.
Now batting, the left fielder.
I went with a lot of lefties, but I haven't been teeing off with these guys yet. All right, 12 outs and I need 12 runs, fellas. Absolute dot on my slider. I thought I made a good take. I thought wrong. This one sliced down the line by Palmero. And it's a ground rule double. Don't think I'm seeing enough pitches. He is into the yellow at least.
What do you got?
Umpire says we didn't go. Hunter, welcome in. How are you, Hunter? Thanks for following. Do you have a favorite baseball club, Hunter? Chance, same question for you. Who's your favorite team? Thanks for following, Chance. I don't know how I got a piece of that. It was bad swing, and I tried to advance the runner. It was a mistake. I'm an A's fan. New York for Chance. I'm assuming New York Yankees, but I could be wrong. I don't know, man. New York looked solid last night. Wemby's going to have to play a lot better than he did. Kaz says, fun fact, I think we both like the same baseball team. Can't get too many fans on the same subject around here. H likes the Mets. Chance is a Philly fan. Didn't mean to anchor inside. I was just trying to send the runner.
Ball one.
The Show Goat, thanks for following. Abraham, thanks for following. You know, I was thinking about Wemby and you know how good Team USA got France in the gold medal game when Steph kind of went off, and there's that iconic shot of Wemby trying to close out on Steph Curry. I wonder if there's any mental block for him on these biggest stages right now as a young player. Not calling him a choker or any of that stuff, but you know, until he gets that title, and he's super young in his career, but until he gets one, people are going to wonder if he's got the mental makeup to be the best in the biggest games. Crazy game to watch live. Cam has returned. Welcome back, Cam.
Now batting, catcher Mike Napoli.
Spurs are very bad at being down late game. They start shooting desperate threes. Sign of a young team, says Green Link. And it's the first time for their new head coach too, with you know, Popovich still being a part of things, but no longer being the guy on the sidelines. You know, Mike Brown's been around. Mike Brown's been a champion previously, at least as an assistant coach. So Brown may be a little bit better at managing his team's emotions and his own emotions, you know, with the swings of the game. I wonder if it's still defensive indifference on trying to steal. I should try to steal these two so I don't ground into a double play. So I'm going to waste a possible strike here if it's a good pitch. Yeah. Should have done that on the first pitch. Westbrook to the Spurs. He fit right into his tad. Hey, Spot thinks it'll be New York in 5. Yeah, I don't have a strong feeling one way or the other. I think San Antonio was the favorite when I looked at the lines yesterday, but you know, New York's been good for this whole playoff run. That was a terrible swing. Need to get that one in play, but failed to do so. Hitting fastball, and sometimes I'm playing on the non-fastball pitches like that one. Oof. Yeah, I'm afraid the Golden Knights probably are going to win it. Looks like they're on the right track here. Tight spot. Mariners took the #1 spot back, says Ernie. Hey Ernie, how about you take the #1 bacon grease eater spot back and kindly get out of here? Right, Ernie's gone. Hey, you do whatever you like, but if you're going to do anything like that, Tad, use Underdog and code DYF. That's my sponsor. Although I don't know that they operate out your way. We'll spoil another one foul. Yeah, we'll see how far this one goes. Hey, thanks, Windsor, for getting that one. I was about to. Let's see. Zone 1, Reek. Welcome in Zone 1. Feels like it's easier as you know, the fatigue sets in to get better contact here, but didn't have the best approach first time through on this attempt. And we'll get a big bop from Palmero. Big Perk, thanks for following. How are you, Big Perk? It blogs the website for you. Yeah. I figured it probably would with you being out that way. Got to get you set up next time you're stateside. Nemo will bop one. Easton, welcome aboard. How are you, Easton? Appreciate everybody following. Thought that was a good swing too, but we're late jammed. And there goes another out. Had your 3D printer system a half year ago. cam attached for monitoring the pinner. Oh, that's a good idea. Clayton and Kelton, welcome in. Kaysen, welcome in. So if it starts messing up, can you go pause printing and then adjust it, Tad? Is that what the point of the camera is? And that one may hang up for the left fielder. He's hoping to flip it down the line. Yeah, Tight Spot streams a lot. He's a good one to follow if you guys don't have him. So I saw some marbles on stream. And went chasing in. Would have been nice for the defensive clank, but there goes another out. So here's Beltran. Yeah, first time trying it, Christian. I'm a Seahawks fan, not a Mariner fan. Don't come in hot, Ernie. Get sent to heat up the grease. And got that one late with Beltran. No, you know, I think there's a new Jackbox or two, but I haven't played them or streamed them in ages, Tad. With my stream mostly being multi-streams now, TikTok doesn't seem like the right community to stream Jackbox to. It's too quick to flag accounts for this, that, and the other, and you know, don't want to be dealing with any suspension nonsense on there. I'm an athletics fan. How hard is it to get DeGrom? Well, multi-stream into 3 chats. I got a shot at him, so I think you guys can do it on DeGrom if you're somewhat decent at the game. Probably just need to be focused and locked into it. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it on this effort, though. Had a little streak there of no doubt home runs, but now he's got the outs going. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull this back. Let's see. Dizzle Hizzle, welcome in. Thanks for following Dizzle Hizzle. That was perfect sound, but it didn't give a perfect rating. 104 off the bat for the out. We got 33 followers. We need 67. You guys want me to try DeGrom one more time before we sign off or call it here? Jordan, welcome in. Assuming I don't pull this back with 1 out. Car Gibbs, welcome in. One more try, says Green Lake. We'll do it for Green Lake. We'll open the pack in between if this one doesn't rally back. I need to be a lot more patient at taking pitches, I think. That one just didn't quite get to the wall. Did you guys contact swing on 2 strikes or no? This pack's dedicated to Green Link. We got some other boxes to get into here eventually after we get through these score treats. Jamaican, welcome in. Cameron, welcome in. Nash said no. Normal swing for Nash. All right, I'm going to try it again here. It's going to take me a while because it's so laggy on the game. If we get our follower goal, if we get over 100 followers, guys, I'll do a pack opening at the conclusion of this next DeGrom run, win or lose. All right, so we'll try it one more time. No, I don't want to do that to channel points because too many of you guys have boatload of points. Tight spot. Respectfully, sometimes I have to get off and go have lunch or go do things for CSN or real life, and I don't want to be locked into a spot where I'm not fulfilling an hour that you added to stream or something like that. Zahir Franklin is first in our pack. Just don't swing until 2 strikes, says Nash. I don't like the pressure of always being 2 strikes. Roman Wilson is there as well. And then we got Keyshawn Johnson at the end. So probably contact against righties may be the key thing, along with being left-hand side. Bichette's got good contact, but I think I'd rather have Beltran switch hitting there against DeGrom. Did you guys load up with lefties? Oh, it didn't give me Lindor last time. That's nice to get Lindor. Blake, welcome in. What are you doing in my swamp? Yeah, please keep following, guys. We get our follower goal over 100. We'll do the pack opening. We had 33, so we need 67 on this live session. If you have any friends that like baseball, please send them the stream too. I guess Jeremy Burnett's. Many lefties as you can, says Green Link. This is one of these things where I feel like if I'm not streaming it, I may feel the adrenaline go up a little, but I'll probably pass it 1 or 2 attempts. Streaming it and reading chat, I don't know, especially at the end of the session, but we'll try to lock in and be a little better second time through. May have the opposite effect. So I think we ended up, 4 outs or 4 runs short, 5 runs short of passing that time effort. So I want the ones that add contact, and if they don't give me a contact option, I guess get the vision. Since we're on Hall of Fame, I don't think we need extra power as much. All right, let me set this lineup. The lineups went pretty slow my last time progressing through this. So we'll try it again here. Hey, what's up, Matthew Clarkey? How's your day been, buddy? Blake, welcome to our stream, our latest follower. Jamaican and Cameron, welcome in as well, guys. All right, so let me go manage squad and get the lefties stacked up there first. Yeah, I noticed that. Phil, thank you though for telling me. Yeah, the stealing the base is a huge thing because you get yourself out of the issue of grounding into a double play ball, which you really don't want to do in these showdowns. Blaze, welcome in. Thomas, welcome in, fellas. All right, so we'll try it one more time here today. Want to swing with the guys that I feel most comfortable with as much as possible. So we'll get those guys up towards the top of the lineup. Rai, welcome to our stream. Thanks for following, Rai. Those of you that just followed, please tell us your favorite baseball team as you join chat. And if you're not a baseball fan, you can tell us NFL, NBA, whatever you want to talk about is fine, as long as it's somewhat polite. I'm going to put Mateo there, and then I'm going to check the bench if there's any speed cheesy guys that could run. Man, he had that really fun My Team card all those years ago. Padres on top. Boy, they look good this year. Do you think they have enough to get past the Dodgers, though, in the National League? My eyes were on the wrong spot. I'm trying to look at the speed ratings. Probably run that Justin Dean card. Just try to bunt with him. Boy, they didn't give Henry Bolte much speed. Rai is an Orioles supporter. Oh, this guy's supercharged. Maybe I should run him there. I think we will. Have I been on the 82-0 website thing? No, I don't know what it is at all. Josh Hart was tweeting about it. Right, so he'll take over at second. We don't have to play defense, so it doesn't matter. I've clicked move, but the game be lagging. So does anybody know about the 82-0 website? Tad's talking about it in our purple chat. Let's go play the mini boss and then hopefully the main boss and try to beat this thing. TR, thanks for sharing the stream. Baby Machado, thanks for the follow. Derek, thanks for connecting with us as well. Love to see the lights flashing and you guys connecting with this community. It's DonyellFreak on all the socials. You're certainly more than welcome to follow on Twitter, Instagram, any of those platforms, and I'll follow you guys back.
Now batting, the left fielder, Juan. Soto.
Create a team that would hypothetically go 82-0. That's tough. Bentley Ferguson, welcome in, Bentley. Then they sim it and see if what the AI thinks. Did Josh Hart find 4 good teammates to carry him to 85-0? I mean, 82-0. Jose Hernandez, thanks for the heart, me Jose. Yeah, I thought his fastball out of the hand went hack in there. Yeah, how's your day been? Did you get to watch last night's comeback, Jose? That was a pretty cool game out at Wrigley for the A's. Eli, welcome aboard. How are you, Eli? That Colby Thomas home run was dumped on. Surprised StatCast didn't project it further than what it did. What's the worst team you think could go 82-0? You could probably get a team with the guys that had a really high defensive rating and just a couple of scores that people wouldn't expect. You know, like Ben Wallace with Gary Payton or something, which wouldn't be a bad team, but it would be a team that you might not think of immediately. Lee, welcome aboard. Yeah, no doubter for sure. And then it kind of sparked up the offense, and Soderstrom brought home Langoliers, and you know they got it done in extras. So changed my whole mood on the team for the night at least. Let's see, Cam and Screeland, welcome in, guys. And they're about to play out your way, tight spot. They're going to have those Vegas games, I think, this coming week. Hey, thanks so much, Cam. Yeah, I'm sitting there cussing out Katse and everything else in my head. You guys are bums, wasting season. It's like, oh, hey, we're back. Let's go for the sweep tomorrow. Seager will drill it into center for the out. Cam, how are you, buddy? Are you still on the cruise ship, or are you back home, Cam? Trying to beat the main boss. I need to beat the mini boss here. And Nemo underneath it. Not a good swing. All right, here's Jeremy Burnett coming in. WNBA Josiah, how's it going? Or excuse me, it's WBA, not WNBA. Josiah, thanks for following. Who do you root for as a baseball fan? You're on day 5, 2 more days of cruising, getting off on the 8th. I feel like 5 to 7 days is like perfect for the cruise ship. Those 3-day cruises kind of go by too quickly. All right, so Sam, he's supercharged. Wasn't expecting him to be the hero, but he's going to bash one into right field. Uriah Wells, welcome aboard. Thanks for following, Uriah. Got Uriah and Josiah in the chat. Josiah is an Astro supporter. Who's your favorite Astro of all time? Yeah, I didn't feel like I was over the top. Nick says he's going to Mexico on Tuesday. What part of Mexico are you heading to? Had 3 ports in 5 days for Cam. He's exhausted. Cam, how's the food on your cruise? Should play next year. Tad would he'd buy in. Man, it's been a while, Tad. I think I'd probably be a fish in the water for playing some cards like that. I'd have to get the rust off. Josiah says Craig Biggio, favorite Astro. Playa del Carmen. That sounds like a great trip, Nick. Blake, thank you for following. Those of you that are following, we'd love to hear your favorite athlete and favorite teams. You know what's funny is we went out to eat dinner. We have the chain out here in the United States called Chili's. Went out to eat Chili's and they had WSOP or something like that, and Helmuth was on there promoting something, as well as being on the table that was being aired. So that was something I was just kind of looking at. Thought about you when I was having dinner that night, Tad, about a week or so back. All right, Machado will get it through. Green Link says he thought every Astros fan's favorite player was the garbage can. I sent the runner. I don't think I'm supposed to in this scenario. Defender's covering, so I forgot we're not in the other showdown. I don't know if Fajita peed. Low grounder, and we're going to be out there. We need the home run. Chili's is so good. Blake's a Giants fan. Favorite player is Mad Bum. That's a good answer. Boy, Madison used to always get ticked off about something here and there throughout the season. Hot-tempered guy.
That's in. Ball 2.
Sweet to be associated with the poker brat for Tad. Hey, Tad, do you remember Annie Duke? And I forgot Annie's brother. I feel like they were associated with some sus stuff. I was wondering if you know what they're up to these days. I feel like they were big on the early promotion of all the rooms and stuff back when Helmuth was in his day, like 20 years back. Guys, I might not beat the all-star part of this. I need to lock the F in here. That's not a good swing. The back room sounds awesome, says tight spot. Well, that's not a good swing. Nope. Down to the bottom part of the lineup here. Gonna see if I have a pinch runner. It's a little faster. Let's see. Blake says fell in love with Buster Posey, Mad Bum, and Timmy. Big Timmy Slim Jim. Timmy's definitely out of the spotlight now in his post-playing career. I think because of his wife's passing, he just doesn't want to be out and about, and I don't blame him. Oh, I remember Annette being a big deal. Yeah, I think she was playing before she was supposed to be old enough or something. JR, thanks for the heart me. All right, we got the double play out of order, so at least get 2 at bats, but haven't really bopped here on this mini boss.
Nope, foul ball.
And that one's gonna stay in play for the out, so not good. So it comes down to the supercharged Sam Antonacci card, and I need to square one up.
For the Athletic, the second baseman, Sam Antonacci.
Crazy story about her winning online tournament without looking at her cards, just position and ranges. Yeah, she was quite the player. I don't doubt that that's true. Thought I hammered that one out in front. Parker says, "Go Marlins." Who's your favorite Marlin of all time, Parker? Yeah, I'm lucky that went foul. Went chasing way above the frame. Just got a piece to stay in it. Edgar Renteria. That's a great answer. Haven't thought about Edgar in a while. Started watching in 2020. Sandy Alcantara for Parker. And again, I'm just getting pieces of these kind of waste pitch type things that are getting thrown at me here.
That's out.
That was the pitch to hit. I don't know that I have the PCI in the right spot. The game says that is game, and they'll grab it at the wall. Just missed out. Let's see how many followers we have. We're on 59. We're close to 100. Let me do the pack opening for you guys, and then I'll try to focus on this after lunch, off stream. I think maybe a better method for me, because we we didn't make it through the mini that time. Gave it a good run on Hall of Fame the first time through, but I think concentration's waning. Jameson, thanks for following. We didn't quite make 100, but we made a good effort here. Maybe we'll get it during the pack opening. See if we pack Shohei or something crazy at the end. Be back at it again tomorrow. So here we go. Yeah, I certainly wasn't locked in there, Windsor. I was telling myself I needed to lock in, but I wasn't doing it. So let's get these packs ripped. Silver exchange pack. What's that going to be? Silver card. Let me get these uniforms and icons out of the way too. Apparently I didn't have the pinheads icon. Needed that like a hole in the head. Right, Philly uniforms. We'll get that rewind pack. Earned some stubs. Had a 10-1 run on event today. Got extra Bryce Harper card, which was nice. Let's see. Jong, thanks for following. How's your day going, Jong? All right, 20 standards, 4 ballins, and whatever else we got there. Some deluxe and premium packs for the conclusion. So far, the standards, very forgettable standards. Yeah, I'm going to try once to change the pack luck. We're just going to hit square on the left-hand side. Nope, that didn't get us a pin down. Got us Mendina and Jock Peterson out of the pack. Mendina's been okay out of the A's bullpen. I kind of wonder if they might push him back to being a starter eventually. The one he said in 2K18. Boy, these are rough. Just takes one good one though. We'll see if we get that one soon. A lot of new content dropping tomorrow in the game. We get the Reds Road 1975 uniforms. So that'll be a handful of stubs for me at least. Thomas, thanks for following. How's your day been, Thomas? All right, last chance. The standards were diamondless. We got 4 balling as a habits. You know, we're at least going to get a gold card here. Leo Riley. How's it going, Leo Riley? It's double gold, Turing, and Altuve. Next up, Christian Yelich. CJ, welcome to our stream. Thanks for following, CJ. Twitch pack, you got to follow DonyellFreak on Twitch and come and watch when there's drops on. If you follow me there, I'll always let you know if there's drops on the given day. Here we go with the vintage pack. We're hoping for something big. Not that big. It's low tier Kike Hernandez card, and he's just going to turn into stubs because there's no demand. Another shot here on the next Deluxe pack. Select vintage. And what are the odds? Never tell me the odds. 1 in 20 on a 94. So we're hoping to see a 94. Instead, it's Mikey Scrimpsey. Don't need Mike, but I do need Mike because I don't have that card yet. All right, event rewind pack. This one's just who's got the most stub value. They're all about the same. It's like Michael King has a little more demand, so let me do that to the community and throw another King in there. I'll put him for sale though. So, all right, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all of you. One last time, if you want amazing discounts and bonuses on MLB The Show stubs for MLB The Show 26, check out MMO EXP. It's a fantastic and trustable MLB 26 stub site. Use my code DYF for MMOEXP.com, and you can go there to their website. It's .com/influencer/Donyell. Also, use code DF for Smackin' Seeds, Gamer Sups, Control Freaks. Get a discount for all those sites using code DF. Code DYF for Underdog, just like MMOXP. It's DYF for Underdog and MMOXP. And DFR15 for Manscaped. Now you guys can get all the savings until I see you in the morning. Truckin', thanks for hanging out and watching and spending time here. JD, thank you for following. We'll be back again tomorrow with another session. I'm going to jump off and get some lunch. I think we made it to exactly 100 followers on the stream. I'm not sure if anybody unfollowed because they were being a troll, but yeah, thanks to all of you that did follow and that will stick around here in our community. Shout out to Dark Spectre for being awesome. Wish he was live. I would raid him right now because we haven't got to raid him. But we'll raid our buddy Kaz the Titan right now. So Kaz is on. Let's take it to him. He stopped in because he had some things he had to do, and he started to stream a little bit late. So we're going to Kaz right now. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. That raid is just for my Twitch viewers. If you guys are watching on TikTok or on YouTube, it's Kaz the Titan, C-A-Z, the Titan, over on Twitch. That's where the community's heading right now, and we'll see you guys later. Tad, thanks for popping in. Great to see you. Solo, thanks for hanging out. And it should be on in the morning. I'll have some news stories then.